isolation. 40% of Americans between 18 to 22 admit to being an active social media addiction. 50% of Americans say that social media has had a negative effect on their personal relationships. 60% say it's impacted their self-esteem for the worse due to comparison. 80% admit to being deceived by social media content on a regular basis. And the average screen time for an 18-year-old American in 2025 is 8 hours and 39 minutes per day. Now, let's pivot and talk about the content that dominates social media platforms. As we mentioned in our previous video about Baltimore, bad news,
rage bait, nudity, lies, and hate.
This makes more money and travels faster than good news, and social media platforms are rival companies who measure success through engagement, which means keeping your eyes glued to the screen for as long as possible. Statistically, this is best done by deploying content that markets crisis, fear, or disaster. So the users who dominate these platforms and eventually become parasocial leaders are experts in doing just that. Scaring people, scaring the hell out of them. Usually by shaping a distorted version of the outside world that keeps their followers both inside and engaged into a feedback loop that carefully mimics community.
We've all been exposed to the same sources of information online as well. We're like part of the same online subculture.
I primarily use X. My algorithm is mostly right-wing political content. Nick Fuentes gets fed to me a lot.
I didn't start out nearly as identitarian as I am now. Even my own comment section, in many ways, persuaded me that this stuff is more important than I was giving credit to.
But it's important to remember that regardless of politics, all people fundamentally want the same thing in life and are just grown babies looking for somebody to play with.
We do games, traditional, like the Highland games. Those are traditional Scottish games.
Even before I lived here, I would come and visit and bring my poker set, and we would just do like very low stakes, like $5, $10 buy-in. It's just a fun night with the blokes, grand old time. And then sword fighting is one of the things I really like to do.
It's with that lens that I want you to watch today's documentary, which revolves around a whites-only Christian settlement in rural Arkansas called Return to the Land.
Yeah, my name's Eric Orwell. I'm the president of the Return to the Land Private Membership Association.
We call it The Settlement. This is our first intentional community for people of European heritage, planning many others around the country.
Yeah, we have 3 acres, the RV and the solar system and everything.
So this is a homesteading project, pretty much.
Yeah.
Have you been able to harvest your own food?
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of tomatoes, peppers, melons.
What are the main tenets of the community?
Well, we believe in traditional European values, traditional nuclear families, monogamy.
We're not looking for the the weird whatever trans things are going on now. Yeah, we're not for that.
Basically what you would find in traditional European religious texts, like the New Testament, like the Havamal in Norse paganism.
Yo,
how many people do you think live in
simple concept then why does he just go to Europe? Why does he just go to Europe then? If he loves Europe that much and he's somewhat in touch with his European side, we want to make this European thing. Europe is right there. You can just fly, 6-hour flight, boom, boom.
This community right now.
We have, I think, if you include children, something around like 35 or so.
And we've got hundreds of new people accepted just in the last, I don't know, few months.
A lot of people are concerned about rapid demographic change, mass immigration, and just what's happening to our countries.
Why not just like go to Idaho?
Well, because I'm not just thinking about what would be convenient or easy now for us. I'm also thinking, what will the country look like for my kids and grandkids? Coeur d'Alene, I looked up the census information, and it's dropped nearly 10% of the white population in the last 20 years. That's mostly immigration.
I grew up in Montana.
Did you notice a significant...
He said what? He said what?
Coeur d'Alene, I looked up the census information, and it's dropped nearly 10% of the white population in the last 20 years. That's mostly immigration.
I grew up in Montana.
Did you notice a significant demographic shift in Montana?
I don't know what that means.
Not yet, but it's happening. It won't be long.
And where'd y'all move from?
I'm from Wisconsin.
And whose idea was it?
There's no L immigration. You are benefiting from the benefits of immigration. You just won't acknowledge that. Without immigration, all these countries, they collapse. Economically, the economy collapses without immigration. It's why there's wave of immigration. You think that when they go, guys, we are immigrating in mass, you think that they're saying, guys, we are woke and we're doing this for the niceness of the people. Immigrate here. No, it's an economical thing. Like, so you benefit from all the good things, but you over complain about the bad things. Like, oh my God, all this, while benefiting from everything. Like that's crazy. The economy would collapse. China is not something. They make their own people. They have enough. They even have to stop making people. They have to put laws, I'm pretty sure, against making people. No? They have to stop them. Our permits are dog shit.
It was his idea.
I did notice that race mixed kids I didn't think looked as attractive as kids who were pure race, but you know, that's anecdotal.
So going back to the very beginning, you said you grew up in Southern California?
Yeah.
What part of the area?
The south of LA County.
We are pro-immigration.
Okay, cool. So you pretty much grew up like in a pretty diverse area.
Quebec? Wait, I don't understand what it is.
That race mixed kids I didn't think looked as attractive as kids who were pure race, but you know, that's anecdotal.
So going back to the very beginning, you said you grew up in Southern California?
Yeah.
What part of the area?
The south of LA County, La Mirada.
Okay, cool. So you pretty much grew up like in a pretty diverse area.
Oh yeah, my elementary school was primarily Mexican. I remember we had some kind of cultural day, and they asked, like, you know, where your ancestors came from, and they were writing it on the board, and it was like Mexico, 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 England, Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. Yeah. I mean, I have no other identity I can go back to. I'm a quarter or more Norwegian, and then I'm German, and I'm English. So I can't say that I'm English. I can't say I'm German. I can't.
Now post your ancestry tree thing. Let's see what's in there. I'm just saying. Let's post the percentages and let's see what's in there. Let's see if
say I'm Norwegian alone. I'm not even like majority any of those things. So the only identity that I have, ethnocultural identity, is as a white American. And I think that's most white Americans, actually.
It seems like the idea of white people or whiteness that we know today that's referenced by the media or by the Associated Press is a relatively new construction. Like talking to my grandparents who grew up in Philadelphia, you had different sections of town that belonged to different very tight-knit European communities. You had the Irish neighborhoods, German neighborhoods, Italian, Polish.
People will say white, right? And then they'll mean it in a ethnic way, and sometimes they'll mean it in a pure, like, more. I think the definition of what people say white is always changes based on what context that they're in, is what it is. I think it's annoying.
And then with the mass influx of African Americans from the South during the Great Migrations, those lines kind of dissolved. And
sometimes they mean a cultural, sometimes they mean a skin color, sometimes they mean a place of origin, and it reshapes all the time based on what the narrative is. It is what it is.
A more loose unit of pan-European whites who fled the cities, and that's part of the reason that Philadelphia became so overwhelmingly black. And so now I don't know my ancestral Irish culture because it dissolved as a result of the political situation at the time.
In my opinion,
a lot of traditions have been lost throughout the process of white assimilation.
Yeah, and that's
I don't give a shit about any of this shit.
I don't think Mexican heritage has those same issues. Latinos, though, it's interesting. They come from a bunch of different indigenous backgrounds, plus the Spanish influence. Yeah. And they have no problem like seeing their commonality, and they kind of embrace it. Like La Raza, it means the race. And they're very pro this kind of unified Latino thing.
Hold on, something interesting.
Thank you for 67 months.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm at the Wobble.
Is that live?
Full house.
I think it's interesting.
Not too far away from the RTTL settlement. Very different vibe, but I'm happy to be here. Anyways, we were just talking about Mexico and Spanish stuff, so I figured now's a good time to tell you that Channel 5 actually has a second Spanish language channel with all original content.
Oh, it was
grappling with the lack of ancestral connection during his formative years in LA County, Eric decided to attend a performing arts school in upstate New York. During his schooling, he became infatuated with the works of classical European composers, who gave him a sense of tradition that he finally felt connected to.
I went to school at Eastman for French horn performance, so I'm a big fan of, Bruckner and Brahms and Strauss and Mozart and Beethoven, all that stuff.
After college, Eric's admiration for the Mozarts of the world morphed into a total obsession with Greek philosophy and ancient European history.
Those old European cultures.
Today, Europe stuff is still his primary fixation and passion.
I personally have a lot of respect for the Dutch. The Mycenaean Greeks were this big force at the end of the Bronze Age. The religious traditions of pagan Europe had valuable things to teach us. All European people are descended from three ancestral groups: the Western hunter-gatherers, the steppe herders, and then from the Neolithic.
If he's so European and he's so everything Europe, whatever, he's in America, isn't he an immigrant?
farmers who came from Anatolia around 9000 BC, initially into Greece, and then spreading everywhere else. As a Neoplatonist, I kind of agree with Iamblichus. I like Atlantis research. That's another hobby.
You think Atlantis was a real place?
100%. And they were also in Western Europe at various times.
Well, I thought you didn't like that.
I'm not French.
These interests ultimately led Eric into a career in philosophical content creation, beginning with his first videos over 13 years ago.
The term philosophy was first coined by Pythagoras. What we might call
Pythagoras
pleasure and pain, I think more neutrally and generally could be termed positive and negative subjective value. We can talk about that level of egotism as being a kind in its own right.
Gradually, from 2016 on, these videos became more politicized, focusing a bit less on Plato and metaphysics and more on a shadowy global elite who uses mind control on the unawoken masses.
We can sacrifice, racial purity at a national level if we get cultural and racial integrity at the local level.
It's this kind of content that caught the eye of most current RTTL settlers.
What? I believe I came across Eric's X account. He has kind of a philosophy channel on YouTube and X. So I found him through philosophical content.
I teach courses on Plato and Aristotle online.
Through that, heard about Return to the Land.
Plato.
Became interested.
Oh, Plato.
RTTL was initially marketed as a positive, community-based regression to
I thought it was like an online content creator, like Play-Doh, like the putty. And that was like his nickname, Plato.
Pre-industrial society.
God,
the way a state should be run is in the interest of the people, not a set of corporations, not just the ruling class, not just one man.
And if you take the race stuff out of all of this, I mean, living this way does provide a pretty gratifying existence to people who've grown up in either Gen Z or millennial American society, where almost everyone is chronically online and frantically scavenging to pay rent in a limited job market.
What are some things that you've built here that you're very proud of?
I don't know, I probably built like 30% of that starter home, maybe like 40% of the little cabin over there.
Oh yeah?
The other cabin over there, I might have built like 40% of that, but
Do you feel like labor gives you the most personal gratification as far as your role here?
As far as my role here, yes. It's also like a good thing to like keep each other responsible. Like it's very easy, as a teenager, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get off of school and I'm gonna go home and like play video games and, do whatever else you do as a teenager, go in your bedroom for like 4 hours and then like before you know it, the day's gone, Yeah. Whereas here, if me and Jonathan, we're like being unproductive or whatever, we can kind of kick each other in the ass and be like, hey, like,
I have just
what's going on?
What's your favorite thing to do around here?
I like to cook. I've cooked for the guys that work here. I don't really have hobbies or anything.
She cooks a killer steak.
I like being appreciated for my cooking.
No hobbies.
Almost everyone here at the land, I think. Worked on this.
You proud of it?
Well, it was our first build, so most guys don't have any experience and we're just learning from YouTube.
So YouTube taught you to build a house?
Yeah, essentially.
We bought it like raw, undeveloped land, so that's been exciting.
What's the thing out here that you're most proud of in this homestead project so far?
Probably the garden. I feel like David
She
put a
might
lot of
look at
work
his fulfillment.
into just
It's
getting
hard to
this
tell.
ready for
How would you
us
know?
to be here.
So I believe that polities should be small in scale to the point where you could conceivably know everyone in the community. I think there should be a diverse set of communities for people to choose from, like the Greek city-states. If you didn't like how Corinth was governed, well, you could move to Athens.
Building from the intellectual framework that Eric has created, race seems to almost arise as an unnecessary
This guy would love trailer parks, then. He would love that. He goes to trailer park. I mean, small little spots. Everybody knows each other. This guy just needs to find a nice trailer park, a location.
flashpoint for a group of people in a virtually all-white area who are primarily concerned with their homesteading project. Yet still, it's brought up constantly.
I hate to be that guy, but like I've had a lot of black friends.
Okay, top 5 black people.
Tommy Sotomayor, Louis Farrakhan, let me think, the Hodge twins, and Jesse Lee Peterson.
Black Lives Matter is a far-left, liberal, radical, agitative organization founded by a bunch of black lesbians and homosexuals. And
Mr. Peterson, I suggest you give...
Okay, One of my best friends ever used to be Puerto Rican. He was a lot of fun, but it's sort of like, you know, you have these big ethnic blocks that are like boulders, right? And you can build a bridge across and like, meet in the middle and be friends with someone from another ethnic group, of course, right? But it's very unstable. It doesn't last.
What happened with your Puerto Rican friend?
Oh, nothing. He just moved away. He moved back to Puerto Rico.
Barack Obama, KSI, Kanye West, Martin Luther King, and Speed. No, replace KSI with Drake. Fuck it. I said it.
We said?
I was a little bit sad, yeah.
Damn, that sucks, man. Hey guys, what's up? Communities like the one here in the Ozarks are real-life manifestations of online echo chambers. When people start relying on Facebook groups, message boards, and fringe YouTube channels for information, the digital feedback loop eventually spills into...
Barack Obama, Martin Luther King, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Michael Jackson.
To the real world. Beliefs get reinforced, outsiders get villainized, and an entire town can start to mirror the same closed-circuit worldview you normally only see online. So naturally, before we put boots on the ground and go inside, we get informed.
Michael Jackson was black. He had a skin condition. Okay? Shut up.
Using what you might ask? Ground news. Ground news is a dope left and here.
Get it for yourself.
I really believe in what these guys are doing, and I encourage you to check it out. Ground news. All right, back to the Ozarks.
My name is Jonathan Malorn. This is Josephine Moore, and we live on the land here at RTTL.
Have you guys had any kids yet?
No, we're not married
yet. Oh, you guys are dating?
No, it wasn't done. He didn't do it deliberately. He had a skin condition that made his skin kind of, I think, turn or change, and he did things that deliberately at the end. Just to fully get it over with or whatever, right? So that it would be like complete of what it was gonna be. It's not deliberately from the get-go, dumbass. Like, what are you talking about?
Yes.
Courting.
What's courting?
Courting is just like dating with more steps. Essentially, we have to be like verified by our supervisors and guardians, people we look up to and respect.
What?
They both monitor our relationship and help to advise whether or not we are good for each other. If they decide we are good for each other, then they walk us along and help us to pursue the relationship that would, you know, end in the best outcome, which would be getting married.
Okay, and then when the hottest girl comes along, is it, nah, this is not a fit. Nope, bad fit. And then they keep the hottest ones to themselves. And then, come on, bro.
And having
as many children as possible.
For Jonathan, who grew up in a Mennonite colony until he was 6, exiting standard society and courting his future wife in isolation is the only viable option for long-term success in today's dating culture.
What is right with the dating culture? Every woman on the internet is more or less advertising herself as sexually accessible. And so if that's what you want to do as a bloke and throw your soul away for a quick goon, yeah, it's great dating culture for that. The problem with that is, and we see this demographically and statistically, the birth rate is going down exactly because of the over-accessibility of sex. The marketplace value of sex and monogamy as a whole.
Yeah, this guy's just very bottom 1% IQ. He's bottom 1%. It has nothing to do with it. Even if this was a contributing factor, right? It would be in the category of the things that are not the biggest chunk of that. The biggest chunk is the modern day world, the modern life. The modern life, the reality is that you have to lock in and create income.
It's been a while.
One income is not enough for the family. Not one income. And so when you get with somebody, they have to also work, and then there's less priority on family and on building a future that's family based and children based, because it's not enough money. You die. You cannot survive. How can you think about making a family, getting children, when you can't fucking breathe, you can't eat food? Dumb fuck? What is this guy on about?
At an abysmally low level, probably the lowest it's ever been in human history that I've ever studied. And that does not benefit the future generation of our offspring. It does not actually benefit a happy life. People above the age of 40 who are married long term have significantly happier lives, both male and female.
It's a mix, but more what I say than what he says.
Yeah.
How many you got?
Number 5 on the way.
Okay, cool. What's the plan for education for the kid?
I'm homeschooling. It's going pretty well. I know everything that they need to learn. It's going to be nice being in the community when they get a little older, and I'm going to need help filling in certain subjects I'm not.
Because they're not watching you anymore after your horrible takes. You know, what is, then why are the birth rates down then? Give me why Obama? Because Obama fucking locked in and kind of popped off if you really zoom out and think about it. The amount of lock-in required for him to be present is insane. Is absolutely insane.
Comfortable with. That's another reason I'm glad to have the community, because I don't necessarily want to sift through every piece of history to know what's acceptable to teach the kids or not.
And that does a lot for black people in general.
I'm not overwhelmed by the evidence for the exact official narrative, like it was precisely 6 million.
You know, there's Black Wall Street. Back in the era of segregation, there are examples of prosperous black communities.
Black Wall Street.
Last one.
Down.
Imagine thinking about the idea. Think about the idea, right? Racism is big. Racism is very systematic, whatever. And you use a black person, you say, "Oh, if you had any doubt about whether you can make it in the world or if things are going to push you down, somebody as a black person made it to president, which is rank 1. That is the rank 1. That makes it it makes it limitless. It's inspiring. It's inspiring, and I think and I hope that it did a lot for the black community. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you look into the details there, that's another one of these narratives.
Slavery was bad, but also everyone else practiced slavery too.
North America was very sparsely populated when we got here.
It's important to note that interwoven into these tropes about community building and heritage celebration is a much more intense core, and one that embraces controversial and outdated race science.
Black college-educated people still tend to be more violent and criminal than white high school dropouts.
Really? Oh, wow. So?
Yeah, the average IQ in some parts of sub-Saharan Africa is under 75, which is considered mentally disabled. East Asians have measurably a higher average IQ than Europeans, and they're less criminal, and they're more prosperous.
So you're saying Asians are smarter than us?
Yes, on average. Yeah.
Like every Japanese person I've met, or like Korean, seems really smart, but I've met some Chinese people where...
Background, growing up, what were your parents like? What was the culture like in your area, whatever? These play into who you're going to be, and even whatever you do something later on, it doesn't matter. Some things just stay with you as what you really become, and sometimes it's not. Oh, guys, it's purely genetic, blah blah blah. Bro, come on, bro. These
like,
were
really,
delusional as fuck.
I feel like they're fudging the numbers on that one, to be honest.
As far as most experts are concerned, all of these IQ numbers are fudged. Here's a bit more about that from somebody who knows his shit.
It's low IQ shit.
Like it's worth it.
These tests were made for the purpose of figuring out who's going to do well in school. It doesn't predict terribly well to many kinds of real-world successes. There's so much it doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you about emotional intelligence, creative intelligence, common sense, wisdom. There's so much more to a person than just their IQ. I would say the major problem has been what's sometimes called scientific racism, but it's not really scientific. It's using the guise of science to advance racist views, because you sometimes get racial differences in different kinds of test scores, including IQ, that don't take into account where those differences may come from.
Dude.
Okay.
Cook. I mean, this guy's cooking everybody. Socioeconomic background and bro, you are your early game. Why do you think that if you start playing chess even at 10 years old, you'll never be a grandmaster? Even at 10 years old, you consider this to be early. You'll never become a chess grandmaster. Why not? Because to be a grandmaster, people they start at like playing like 4-year-old, 5-year-old. It's that when the things you do early are coded into you, and it causes irreparable damage if it's bad, right? and that's just what it is. Your upbringing is almost everything that you are.
Convenient for some people to say, well, look, we can divide people by nationality or socially defined race or ethnic group or religion into different IQ groups, and
imagine trying to push this idea that look at these guys. Let's say these guys grew up with not a lot of food, not a lot of water, a lot of violence around them, bad parents, everything is crumbling around them. Oh wow, look, at 15 years old, look at this IQ, so look at these guys. Bro, that's fucking diabolical. What a stupid what a dumbass brain dead thinking process that is.
They probably believed themselves that it told you something, but it didn't tell you what they thought it told you. People with high IQs are often better at convincing themselves of whatever they want. So in other words, they use their IQ for self-justification. They're better at justifying whatever they want to believe. So if they have an ideology, they may have a very weird ideology, but they'll find ways to defend it even if it's not factually accurate. I don't know the details of the people you're studying in Arkansas, but I think that making judgments about people solely on the basis of high IQ.
Genetics matter? It matters a little bit, yeah. But
Michael Jordan is not a
could those distinctions?
No, Michael
Absolutely not.
Jordan, I've never assessed him. I don't know that much about him. But you see, he's a good example of someone with adaptive intelligence. And in terms of adaptive intelligence, I mean, wow, he's done a great job.
Anyways, back to Eric and the fed-up whites of the Arkansas wilderness.
What do you think was modern white America's Treaty of Versailles moment?
I guess like the Civil Rights Act.
You know, there's a basis for equal rights under the law, and that was kind of the nominal intention of the civil rights movement, but it went way beyond that and has ended up restricting people's freedom.
One counter-argument that I would make to that is that...
Yo, if everybody were that smart and had such a high IQ, right? Why did it take so long for them to ban lead pipes that lowered the IQ of the world more than anything else ever? Lead lowered our IQ permanently forever. If we were that smart, why did we do that then? Why did we lower our global IQ by so many points? How is that?
In the 1940s and 50s, World War II ends, all the returning veterans come home. The GI Bill allows returning veterans to get low-cost mortgages on new homes. This is when Levittowns were being built and suburbs were being constructed at a very rapid rate. Cul-de-sacs were sprouting up, and the American dream was hatched. You know, white picket fence, nuclear family. Now, the Homeowners Loan Corporation, which basically decided who could live where, had racially restrictive covenants that said only white people can live in this area. Minorities can't live. They can only live in certain red-line zones. Civil Rights Act comes in '64 after redlining had already began, after deindustrialization made the urban cores of places like Philadelphia, Chicago, and Detroit barren, and there was a mass transfer of wealth into surrounding suburbia. So what do you think about the notion that by the time the Civil Rights Act was passed, they already had the short end of the stick?
I would say that they were not at an advantage, obviously. The expectation that the black community should have reached parity in a generation is crazy.
Guys, somebody said that Quebec has one of the worst lead pipe poisoning out of all Canada. Is that true? That would actually explain a lot of the behaviors of the people from my area. People are known as trash talkers, fuckheads, and morons where I'm from. It would explain a lot that because lead pipe poisoning and these things actually affect something in your brain that makes you cause you to be more aggressive.
Obviously, that would be impossible. It would require massive top-down social engineering and redistribution of resources. Now, we have done that over the 20th century, but I think we overcorrected.
Well, for example, like small business loans, right? Like there was something that they sort of blew the water off of like 6 months ago or something like that. And it's basically a fact that if you're not a white male, like you're getting like, I forget the exact numbers, so don't hold me to it, but like $90,000 more to start a small business just because you're a minority. You know, as a white male, you're putting so much more back into the system and we're getting less and less out. It's basically parasitic.
In limited cases, maybe when it's historically verifiable that this person was a slave on this plantation, that plantation, the wealth went to this person. You know, if it's all on the books, then I think that's fair. Actually, some cases of reparations of that kind have taken place. So I'm all for that. But there's a more general narrative that black people are where they are in society today because of continual systemic oppression and white supremacy. And I don't think that's true at all.
Do you think there's any solution in America politically that could lead to a reduction in homicides in a place like Baltimore?
I think the options are remigration or death penalty.
It should be noted that RTTL's opposition to the Civil Rights Act is beyond an ideological one, and it's Martin Luther King Jr.'s ghost itself that could come back and f this place up. You see, the 1964 rulings included something called the Fair Housing Act, which was designed specifically to stop things like this from happening.
Isn't the Fair Housing Act technically supposed to restrict this kind of thing?
Well, no, because there are exceptions for private associations, and we're not selling real estate. When people buy a share in the company that owns the land here, they're not getting a deed to land. They're getting the right to homestead in our community.
All the initial LLC members, they paid the real estate company directly through the escrow agent.
Unlike a residential development, which is owned by a real estate company that must follow fair housing guidelines, RTTL is an LLC, a limited liability corporation, technically operating on a commercial property that was once owned and zoned by a logging company. So the settlers there are actually partners in the company and must apply with the board to be shareholders.
So you basically buy stock in a company, and then that in turn gives you usage rights for the land.
Right, shares in a private company.
And company boards can refuse the sale of shares to whoever they want. They're not explicitly legally required to give a reason why. You see what they did?
I mean, obviously, European heritage is very important to us, and you'd be surprised, really, by the number of people that, despite knowing that, they'll get through the interview. I've asked them about their ethnic background, and then they mention, oh yeah, but I have a Colombian wife. It's like that kind of thing. It's kind of contrary to our values as an association.
What if the Colombian wife is like 100% Spanish blooded?
Well, then it's probably fine.
How much did that first share cost?
About $6K.
Pretty low.
I think that was for about like 3% share in the LLC.
How much do you think it cost you overall to get to this current point?
Not too much compared to like a normal house.
And how close do you feel like you are to true self-sufficiency where you wouldn't technically have to leave?
Pretty far away from that. It's a good goal. This is our first year really here, so let's just like adding one piece at a time.
You could build a small cabin or have a building delivered for $5,000 to $10,000. So that plus the cost of the share itself, you could really reasonably get started with about $50,000.
So you can hear a pin drop a mile away.
Do you roads, or do you kind of like the rugged Appalachian feel?
No, I mean, one day if we could pave all these roads, it would be awesome.
Yeah.
But Orania in South Africa, they have 3,000 people. They bought an already existing town,
I was joking,
you know, and then developed from there. And even they still have dirt roads.
Imagine a world chat where, see that over there?
Town.
You have those, right? But this is a nuclear reactor. And all the power is generated from that nuclear reactor. Let's say you were to be able to make a nuclear reactor that small, so that we don't need any more power bullshit. We're gonna just have this local reactor.
You know, and then develop from there. And even they still have dirt roads. So it's gonna be quite a while before we get these paved.
It should come as no surprise at all that they chose Arkansas for this project. It's a red state with low government oversight and a bunch of its own problems. Plus, the settlement is ungodly far from any population centers. It's hard to explain just how in the sticks this place truly is. The closest town is called Hardin, over 20 minutes away by car, and home to less than 1,000 people, only one of whom is black.
The locals didn't really have an issue with us. We've had good relations with most of our neighbors.
There's a lot of people out here that I guess live and let live, you could say, which I appreciate that.
Still though, despite the lack of local pushback, there is some concern that with this national news media attention, legal trouble could be imminent.
Potentially, the biggest hurdle is the legal hurdle. There's going to be a lot of legal challenges, I think, to go through with this sort of thing.
We've not been sued or fined yet, but we do expect that. People have made complaints to government departments. We've had requests for information from government departments.
Yo, so just not do their thing, man. What do people want? Do they want these guys to go back to Maine, go back in the cities and fucking talk like that and do all that, like, and you're doing it racist to everybody else? Like,
I think investigations are happening, and we'll have to wait months to really find out.
Even with potential legal complications on the horizon, most people there feel like it's worth it. On the settlement, there's a tinge of nihilism in the air. Most people feel like the country at large is doomed.
I don't think that there's like good political solutions for it now. I mean, that's why I'm here, right? I think actually like people being present and like putting in the labor, kind of like I'm doing, not to toot my own horn too much, but like every single day, and living in a lifestyle that's more conductive to community is probably going to be the way forward.
So do you see places like this, return to the land settlements, sprouting up across the country as a potential way to actually counter the demographic shift?
I don't think it will counter the demographic shift as a whole. I think it will provide safe places for my kids and grandkids to grow up valuing their culture, and that's what I'm going for. That's my goal.
I think the solution looks something like what we're doing here. I think that's probably the best course of action.
I think the best we can hope for with politics is just to be left alone. I don't think realistically with the electoral maps we're looking at right now, there's ever going to be Uber-based gets elected. Nick Fuentes actually could probably do a pivot which I think he's already kind of doing, where he focuses less on the race question, more on Israel, and gets a broader coalition for electoral politics, so it's possible.
Man, the delusion runs deep.
I don't think it's going to be like the next Führer or anything.
And right now, there's several communities being organized. One of the things I've been up to lately is getting ready to go to all those sites where there are groups of people who want to do this and help them get organized, help them decide who their board of managers will be, their companies that'll own their land. So yeah.
I left the settlement confused.
Guys, under that same pretext, if that's how you see statistics, so that's how you think about change and influence, then you would say that fucking Hassan owns the fucking world for the liberals in the left. Like, you just compare just sheer size, sheer analytics, then Hassan is the president then. Like, no, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Honestly, a bit sad. I mean, I know there's been problems and stuff, but it felt like shit was kind of all good not that long ago.
Well, Hassan
the
thinks
fact that people nowadays will go to such lengths to feel seen and heard is a symptom of a far greater social ill than meets the naked eye through this video. The American experiment is beginning to crack in new ways, and armies of the confused are shaping and writing the narrative. If I live a long and healthy life, I truly wonder how things will look when I'm 80 years old, and if I'll be equipped to explain to the youth of the future where and how we went wrong, or if we were ever right in the first place. I guess time will tell.
Channel 5 live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine. Fuck the authority. Channel 5 News. Channel 55. We don't fuck with customers. 5 is the best number.
That was interesting. Anyway.
He still call me ugly though.
I never said ugly. I said fat. I said funny.
Who called it fat?
That's so epic.
That's an epic?
I said that's so epic.
What is happening with Caleb on Twitter, guys? Is this guy like falling down the Zoomer MAGA pipeline? What the is happening?
Good. We need financial literacy on Twitter. Do you have a problem with that? Or is that your space? Only you can do that.
I don't know why he would become MAGA.
Wait, he's becoming MAGA?
Yes, he's like conservative posting constantly.
I follow a lot of people, so but either way, we know for a fact he is broke because my realtor, who I'm not gonna out, is he's interested in some of the drama things, and we knew that they were trying to sell their house in the Seattle area, and they put a lot of money into renovating the house we saw, and they listed it for only slightly above what they bought it for a few years back. Oh. And they had to keep dropping it by 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Eventually, before it was taken off the market, I don't know if it was sold, but it was at least taken off the market. I think it was at least 100,000 below what they bought it for after putting hundreds of thousands into a renovation.
Yikes.
They're broke. They are broke. And I don't know how they're bringing in income right now because they don't get views.
Well, you have no idea if they're... None of this necessarily means they're broke. People can sell their houses for a million different reasons. I don't even know if they sold the house. What a...
I do. I know they didn't sell.
What a retarded fucking statement.
There's always an open seat in this office for Mr. iDubbbz if he wants to come in.
Yeah, come in. I'm not going to be hostile towards you. Come in. I know you're far left, and I don't really like extremism on either side. This is really not me. But yeah, come in. Let's talk. I think his wife does OF, so maybe that's how they bring in some money.
Jesus.
Wait, is it that statement that makes you think they're MAGA, or is it something else?
No, he retweets a ton of like women are bullshit and men are having all these issues and something in that both sides statement. He made a both sides statement there. You heard it. I don't like extremists from either side.
I don't like extremists on either side either, and neither do you. What, are you just too cucked to say that? You don't like it either. Be honest. He doesn't like it either. He doesn't like it either.
Do we need to do a Twitter evaluation?
And why are you sweeping for a MAGA?
I'm not. He's the same as Destiny. It's the fucking.
All right, let's see.
Human
let's
resources.
Go. Let's take a look at some of these. Let's take a look, see what we can find out.
Okay.
All right, I got my suit on.
Nice.
What about you, Dan?
The U.S. is our enemy now. Sincerely, Europe. So we've got this retarded, weird MAGA nationalist quote. I don't know why he would even quote.
Could he be making fun of that?
Why'd your mic sound like dog
that's
shit
fine.
today,
That's
Dan?
just one. That's just one.
Shut
tweet,
up, Milton.
okay.
Oh wait, the one above. I can't afford groceries. That one.
Well, this guy's probably retarded. So we never talk to the grocery not afforders because they're always retarded.
Well, no, but you can't afford groceries right now because of Trump and tariffs. Remember?
Oh, true. Actually, true. That's probably why he actually. You're right. You're right.
That's why.
Oh my God, the fucking cope.
I don't think that Americans quite understand just how sick and tired of their bullshit we Europeans actually are. Oh no. Anyway.
Wait, why can't this just be?
Boyfriends
we hate
be like
fucking Europeans also.
What do you think the bullshit
boyfriends
was?
Be like, I love this pic I took of you, and it's this. Caleb Hammer reposted. That's because you don't understand how men think. We want to see what is real. This is intimate to us. You're just being yourself, knitting and smiling. Not for a camera. It's just a simple and happy moment. Men treasure that far more than glamour photos.
Is that true, Dan?
Yes.
Really?
You know what? I'm just gonna say it how it is, and you guys can fucking optics cut. Go ahead. I want to see these MAGA fucking posts.
Jesus.
Where are they?
The fat acceptance movement was a mistake. Why have you even
I mean, that one's, honestly, maybe a little bit too far to put that on me. I'll say
Fannie
that.
Mae and Freddie Mac to implement more inclusive and equitable credit scores. What?
I mean, you're adding a little emphasis there.
He's the one who chose to quote tweet this.
He chose, Dan.
The
What do you
retarded,
think about that?
I'm paying into Social Security and I'm not going to get anything out ever, blah, blah, blah. That's that, okay.
I mean, hold on. That's probably fucking true.
No, you will get a Social
You
Security.
don't. Oh, really? You think that someone paying Social Security today at 30 is going to act? What do you think the odds are they'll be able to collect it later on?
100%.
When they turn
it
65.
might be, if
100%.
the thing gets fucked, it might be a reduced rate, but they will collect it, 100%, yes.
Can we take a look at like the amount coming in versus the amount going out? Because I'm pretty sure it's about to get fucking cucked out just fucked.
Okay.
Show me where I'm not wrong.
Go take
Is
a
it
look
not
at
just going to be complete
Google,
bankrupt?
is it true we won't get any Social Security growing up? And read any of the 400 economists, finance people that have typed about any of this.
Okay.
We need socialism so badly. This guy's retarded, but okay.
I mean, but I don't think that's a fair argument. If you're like, well, we can just print $1 trillion coin and fix it. Well, sure. Yeah, then they can fix it like that.
I think we're learning right now is that Dan's actually MAGA, and that's why
I'm not MAGA at all. You guys are just too optics cucked. That's it. To call things how they are.
78% of NVIDIA employees report being millionaires. Is that true?
Probably. The fucking company stock went from nothing to what? The most valuable company in the world.
How many employees is NVIDIA? How large is that company? Number of
see.
NVIDIA employees. 36,000 employees. They added 7,000 over the last couple years.
I got off my European train and checked into my European hotel and noticed that a member of European Parliament called Helmut Brandstätter tweeted, quote, "There's no censorship in Europe. Everyone has to follow our rules." Well, I'm traveling here on a diplomatic passport, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to say a few things that ordinary Europeans can't by revisiting some remarks for which people in Europe and also the UK have been investigated or arrested or jailed by their governments over the past few years. So, as I tweeted a few moments ago, a German woman notoriously received a harsher jail sentence than a convicted rapist after the woman called the rapist, quote, "a disgraceful pig." This was after he participated along with several other disgraceful pigs in the gang of a 15-year-old girl in a public park. Similarly, a British woman was dragged out of her bath by 11 police officers after she referred in a private text message to a man who allegedly violently assaulted her as, quote, a f***. And victims
that
of
story
violent
is like
crime are
is
the
barely
only
half
people
true.
who lack free speech rights in Europe. In Sweden, an activist called Rasmus Paludan was
Living out a
jailed
lot.
after he burned a Quran and referred to Islam as gay Islam. Finally, in Germany, a man faced a criminal investigation for referring to Green Party leader Ricarda Lang as, quote, fat. There are many more. I could go on. But it's important to note that the European censorship bureaucracy often postures as populist, fighting against big tech. Yet none of the people I listed as a large tech company. These are ordinary Europeans and one Brit who were punished by their governments for saying what they thought was true, or just what they felt like saying. In a free society, that shouldn't happen. So which is it, Mr. Braunstetter? Is there no censorship in Europe, or do we all have to follow your rules?
Wow. What was their last name? Braunstetter?
Why do you care?
Sounds Nazi.
What? Because it's fucking German?
Yeah.
Good point.
News and emotional manipulation. Tim Pool was having some sort of a breakdown. I don't really know what it's about. I don't know why he's tweeting about me all the time. I hope he gets well.
Obsessed.
But I do want to address this absurd point that he is making about why we shouldn't be speaking about Charlie Kirk's assassination. Take a listen.
You can come and you can burn everything I have to the ground, and I will happily live in a van down by the river. I don't care to be number one. I don't need to be number one. What I care about is what is true and what will help this country and what works. And she is a scumbag. Ooh. Okay? And she's getting worse every day. And she crossed the line. She continually crosses the line every day, insinuating the Turning Point literally killed the guy who made them all rich. And I have to, and I hear this in the streets, and at a certain point, I'm like, holy shit, we're gonna lose the midterms.
Holy.
We're gonna lose the midterms.
I thought he was an epic
Then we're
centrist.
gonna lose in 2028, and it's because she's a piece of shit. Because instead of saying, guys, let's come together and figure out how to work together, she says the stupidest, retarded crap. And now everybody's running around divided and broken.
Where's the lie?
For what reason? For literally what reason?
Candace, what's wrong with you?
Because they killed Charlie Kirk in broad daylight, and we don't care about your stupid midterms.
Oh.
We just don't get. Like, they really. This is how they view Charlie Kirk. That's why I say, was anything in his life real? Tim Pool is going off right now because he's like, it's not the time. You guys need to be mules. You need to keep voting in the very corrupt people that are lying to your faces right now about what happened to Charlie Kirk. It is not the time because it is your job.
She's fucking crazy, man.
Wait, did Moon just kind of a little bit sound like the dude or something? It's fucking crazy, man. Is that, what am I thinking of?
Which dude?
The dude. Shut up. God, you're so young. Fucking crazy, man. I feel like there's a character or something from some movie you sounded like there.
You're booming out.
Shut up. I'm not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thousand fucking files, man. 1,000 fucking files, man. GG. Guys, at one point, I'm sure if you go to your Discord, everything you ever said, there's gonna be something in there that's goofy. I know there's something in there, chat, that you probably and I'll look at it. I'll look at it in a minute. This looks kind of insane. Okay. DJ will not release all everything files today. Visual said it. Said the department plans to release several hundred thousand documents today, with more executed over the next couple weeks. Yeah, but chat, what was that about though?
Investigators say that he's a former Brown University student who grew suspicious of the gunman when he locked eyes with him in the bathroom just 2 hours before the shooting inside the Barris and Holly building. The gunman, his name is Claudio Neves Valente. Now, John, pictured here, is the man police were looking to speak to because of how close he got to that gunman. John said he followed Neves Valente out of the building before the shooting and played a game of cat and mouse in the neighborhood. Surveillance video shows Neves Valente running away from John. At one point, he stood just feet away from the gunman and questioned why he was circling the block. The gunman repeatedly responded, quote, "Why are you harassing me?" When police released images of the suspect...
Racing stream was absolute cinema. When do you think the next one will be?
Yo, chat.
XQCL.
Chat. I wonder what made him so suspicious of him enough to follow him. Like, no? What tipped him so?
After the shooting, John wrote an anonymous Reddit post describing seeing the gunman unlock a parked gray Nissan sedan with Florida plates he thought could be a rental. 3 days after the shooting, John anonymously called the police tip line and flagged his own Reddit post. On Wednesday, John walked up to police, revealed that he was The man police were looking for, that he was close to the gunman, and that the Reddit post came from him. Police used license plate readers to track the gray Nissan to an Alamo car rental center in Boston. They pulled surveillance images showing Nieves Valente, and they traced him to a storage facility in Salem, New Hampshire, where he was found dead last night. Now, Nieves Valente was spotted in the Brown University building on November 28th. That's 2 weeks before the shooting. Last night, I asked investigators how it could be that a homeless man and not police noticed a suspicious person in that time.
Okay, well, I mean, that's kind of a dumb comment. I mean, well, yeah, you say exactly, but bro, that's like saying, some bounce at a club. How did he notice that this guy was carrying drugs before the police? I mean, yeah, I mean, he was there. He was there when it wasn't a crime scene. He was there before it turned into a deadly shooting. He was there. Of course, he would see something before the police did. How the fuck would the police know?
Well, the Providence Police is obviously not going to patrol Barris and Holly. That's a question frankly, for Brown and their police department.
Why would a civilian observe that to be suspicious? It's a great point, and I like the fact that you're mentioning that and bringing that up. That's what we should all be doing, right? And it's just personality. Some people are more interested.
Well, that's what you should have done when the info came in, right? Instead of waiting until some other casualty happened, and then later on got that as a fucking other lead, and then to lead to a fucking corpse, like they did anything productive. Come on, bro.
And finding out what others are doing. In this particular case, this person decided that he wanted to, and I'm glad he did.
A source tells Fox that John is a homeless man who actually lives in the basement of the Barris and Holly building. And while that brings up a whole slew of security questions...
Yo, what's more alarming is how does this guy go to this super prestigious school, becomes homeless? Like, how is that not a fucking red alert that this schooling system is a piece of shit?
The reality is he's being treated as a hero. Open
like,
by a homeless man who goes by John. Now, investigators say that he's a former Brown University student who grew suspicious of the gunman when he locked eyes with him in the bathroom.
That's crazy. Incompetence, yeah, but also, guys, I feel like we're in an era of a hyper internet, and sometimes I feel like, yeah, internet leads are possibly valid. Like some fucking schizo. Yo, some schizo on Reddit has the answer. I'm telling you. Some guy somehow is like some one-man guy out of some bumfuck county, and it's his neighbor, and he saw him this morning. Like, it is what it is. That's how it is these days. Like, gotta open your head to alternative sources or pull your info from creative places. They should have a creative department who would look for things that are outside the box. I'm available only 1 day a week though. Anyway, kids SpongeBob premiere, and she's naked. Are we for real? Hey yo, dude, we need to stop that. That's too far, brother. I can see the whole crack. Man. Brother, that means that children saw that. Yo, I wouldn't even let an adult near that. And then, children? Really? Are we fucking deadass?
No questions.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Okay, I got a question. How you looking in real life?
Whoa. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second, bro. She literally just said, you can ask me whatever you want.
I already said that. That was my take. He watched my stream.
Did she not just say that?
Yeah, I mean, guys, that's my take. This guy's late on the drama. Is this guy always this late? Like, anyway, chat, this is kind of nuts though. Like, what is chat? 200,000 documents. There's no way that people went through all of them and skipped through already. Did they? FBI Director Dan Cummings is resigning. I'll be leaving position at FBI. Thank President Trump. Very cool. This guy got fired. So chat, this guy's fired pretty much. Is what we're saying. Resign with purpose.
XQC despair.
Guys, let's be honest. Nobody leaves. Nobody resigns. Guys, I may be brain dead by this. Guys, this is my opinion. People in high places, let's keep it a buck. Nobody resigns. Like, very rarely. Forced out, pushed out, gonna get fired, resign, like, oh, we'll offer you to resign before you get clapped, like.
Long ago, one sailor fell under a wicked curse. The only way to lift this curse is
Does
to
it look like I know? I
find the
mean,
world's
I think I
most
just enough to
famous
make that call, but maybe not.
I'm ready.
Squidward, wanna hear my big news? Let me go mark some time on my calendar.
Today's the day.
It is? Well, that's weird.
The hero's journey starts with one squish.
Wait. This is scary. What the fudge is this?
What? The Flying Dutchman? The most pants-wettingly scariest ghost to ever roam the high seas? Oh, my lucky brick. Permission to come aboard, sir.
Me too?
Only if you put on some pants.
I'm taking you to the underworld.
Are you sure he's
He's the key to unlocking my curse.
What are we laughing about?
SpongeBob's in danger. We gotta go save him. Not bad.
Wait.
The entrance to the underworld is
They
in the most horrible
stole my haircut.
imaginable. Bikini bottom high.
Brother, they just stole my haircut. That's crazy. Oh no, he's got. Wait.
Right.
Losers.
Don't make me call security.
I thought you were a big guy.
I am. I mean.
I am.
Holy.
You dropped your lucky brick.
I don't have a lucky brick.
Dodge! I know I can do this.
What? Ice Spice was in there? Where?
Security. Ew. Nice ride.
Losers.
Don't make me call security.
What the fuck is that?
Security.
I thought you were a big guy.
I am.
Interesting collab, I guess.
You dropped your lucky brick.
I don't have
It's
a
first line at the
lucky
beginning. Interesting.
Dodge! I know I can do this.
Can we file a class action lawsuit for destroying our childhood?
Hair doo doo.
What is happening?
The SpongeBob movie. Search for SquarePants. See it in 3D.
Yo, what is going on with SpongeBob, man? Guys, something happened with SpongeBob. Like, this is scary. You can see Ice Spice at 105 if you freeze frame. 105?
Hi,
Oh my God!
Are we watching Home Alone this year?
Train! Oh my God, Train! That's insane!
What a weird. Guys, what is this post?
What is the song, bro? Don't tell him.
That sound like it. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah, I get that. That's true. Yeah. What is this video?
You're a big guy now!
Ain't a jellyfish, but I'm the catch. Feel like that fish, so I'm pumping my chest. I blow bubbles so big like Mrs. Pup. I be locked in like, no, this isn't luck. Eating fancy like, no, this isn't chump. With my bestie like everything fun. Big God, big God, big God.
33 months suck. Can I get a welcome to the jungle execution?
Pants okay. Big God, big God, big God, big God. SpongeBob, big God, pants okay. SpongeBob, big God, pants okay. Big things about to happen a day. I woke up feeling a brand
Okay, what in the fuck is this?
new way. Facing the world in a brand new way. SpongeBob, big God, pants okay. Tight fit, square hips. Doing a dance in my big God pants. The back to the top of the list,
Yeah, this is just bad. So yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I think this was good too. As a collab, I think this was probably better. Chad, this is out of nowhere too, though, no?
Good night. Yes, good night.
That's really pretty cool. Yeah. What is that? A new trailer. Maybe I'm watching this show. This looks like a good show. Young Sherlock. Very cool, man.
Sherlock Holmes, sir. It's an unusual name. I've secured you a place at Oxford.
Promise me something. You must stay out of trouble.
Understood? No more trouble, Mother. I don't trust you.
Nor I you.
Well, that's unfortunate. There has been, wait for it, a break-in. A stolen. You should be detected. Sherlock Holmes. James Moriarty. Yes, Fred. How about dinner party?
It's
Wait, what's that? The game's afoot.
Guys, I don't want to overload the servers when I'm gonna watch it, so I'm gonna make the server space for you guys to watch it. I'll make sure everybody has
If you start wearing
a good connection when they're watching it, man.
friends with you.
How come you ever
I'm not hating it. That was positive. That was positive. I'm not gonna give him a play anymore. Fuck that guy. Okay. Double impact the next person. Okay. Chat, you guys, anything interesting today, chat? Hey guys, some of the shit looks actually kind of interesting though. I wish it was like a easier like breakdown. Something that looks interesting, like genuinely.
Huh? You said how much? You said how much is the fare? $2.90. I'm not paying that shit. Fuck out of here, you heard? Huh? You said how much?
Guys, it's a skit. Come on, man.
You said how much is the fare? $2.90. I'm not paying that shit. Fuck out of here, you heard?
Chat, $2.90. You can go anywhere on the island. when I got mugged. Have you ever seen when I opened overall on my account? I got some crazy shit in there, bitch. Resident Evil 1. Goes to the feed, yeah, but it's gonna be a lot of duplicate information. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be a lot of duplicates. It's gonna be hard to see that. See that. Yeah, that was something new today.
55 months, Radio Garden.
True. Yeah, what if they don't bleed at all?
Cardi's producers are insane for finding these samples.
Go to the moon. Hey, go to the moon.
Oh, I know this one. Wait, hold on.
You can hop on my car.
Cardi's producers are insane for finding these samples.
Actually pretty cool. Okay. What else we got there, chat? Anything interesting? Let's take a look. Whoa, what is this?
I wasn't strong enough to save
Stop. I'm not, you guys, no more football links.
I won't fail again. I wasn't strong enough to save you.
Have you seen last night's game? It was crazy. Brother, last night's game? Dude, I don't watch football. Like, I wouldn't.
It made the bitches flirt, dude. You ever try to squad? We had your front row at a church, pussy. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. It made the bitches flirt, dude. You ever try to squad?
Okay, come on, man. Guys, it wasn't that bad. Guys, it wasn't that bad. Like, relax, man.
You ever try to squad?
Why? Okay, it wasn't great either. But... Chad, that's the time skip. Chad, that's it's clutterfucker. Clutterfunk. Stupid fucking game.
This nigga right here, bro.
That's trying to.
Bro.
That's trying his fucking stupid sunflower seeds.
Like that for one, nigga, it sound like you chewing on rocks. Nah, nigga, dead homie, this nigga's fried. And he's sucking his fingers too. Look at the freak.
Chat, when you haven't had a vegetable in forever, and you get a nice moist carrot, like a nice peel with some nice dip. Holy shit, does it not go hard?
Man.
Chat, right?
This nigga ain't even breathing.
Carrot and ranch. Hold on, let me one of you. Carrot and onion dip. Oh my god, I can't. I might order some carrots from the fucking grocery store.
Took a break.
Yo, Lipton's onion dip. You mix that up on the fly? Dank. You know you know. What? Oh, fuck off. And that's empty ball again.
25 months.
Don't take damage for a second. I'm about to lose my mind, bro. The longer we stay, the more cooked we are. Let's go. Ah! Eat.
Is this gonna stay in there?
What? How is that water?
He's just offhand a bucket all the time. Bucket of water.
It's all by your side. It's all by.
Yo, I know this is. Yo.
No, I'm not sure. Hold on. Let me try trick number 2. I'm just tasting this. It's
Guys, I know what it means.
Oh, good choices. I'm pretty close to guessing. I think this one is, but that could also be. Let's try this one. That's just good. Kelly, you want to try the next 3?
Is that Asmongold? Yeah. Wait.
Okay, it's coming.
Che, he looks like the Asmongold meme, the cup.
No, you have to
with the hair.
Please drink. The baby's drink.
No, you know what I mean?
Hello, everyone. This is.
Maybe I'll watch that. Yeah, true, but Chag, I feel like this is part of the attraction for those games, though. Is that you love to hate it. You know what I mean? You cannot have love without having hate. They coexist. What? Miley finds his house and her little brother feels like a low-key up my ass. Because mine has stick drift. Guys, you wouldn't steal somebody else's controller, guys. They cost a fortune these days. Like, are you good? That's diabolical.
That's going to happen again.
Okay, guilty. I do the same thing. I put it there and then I play a COD game and I hold down the trigger. Look at it. I'm normal jokes with it. Oh wait, because there's a meme on the screen? Guys, because it vibrates. He says the controller up my ass, and then it vibrates so that you hold on the trigger in COD so that it I need to lock it and just watch the videos. I think. Yeah, go back to the old school reactor. Yo, what is that? Pope John Paul, no shot. Yeah, but it's this is a frame though. Is he? No, that's 2 popes ago or 3 popes ago. There was Benoit. That's 2 popes ago. 2 popes. There was John Paul. Then there was Benoit, 16. And now there's a new one from he's from Detroit or something like that. Or Atlanta, I forgot. Chicago, sorry.
You mustn't let him lose.
Okay. These are crazy. Bro, that's diabolical. Too far. more links. Okay. I'm not 30 years old, am I? Why I am. What is that? This looks like some AI shit, no? What is that? Yeah, okay. Nah, I feel like I just did it on an ad. That's crazy. Anyway, chat. Does Jake Paul win tonight? Wait, Jake Paul's fighting tonight? Wait, CoffeeZilla has a rundown on the files, actually? No shot. Dude, there's 200,000 files. Like, no, I don't think anybody's got it down. Like, bro, that's insane. No? Wordle. Okay, guys, if I do, okay, look at this, ready? I'm closing both screens so the chat knows I'm not cheating. Because if chat wants me to do it, it means that it's gonna be harder. Look, you can see my screens, see that? Yeah, well, that doesn't count. You can't really see, but it's both closed. I don't have chat open. Hold on. Patch. Oh no, that's good. Wait, that's really good. Okay. I need to waste some. It ends in SH. I say. Brock. Brick. No. Frock. No. Hold on. Maybe. Fresh. Really, Carnival? Let me just put some tunes. Let me log in. Maybe. Wait, no, that's tough, chat, because wait, that means that it's guaranteed R on 1. This is R on 1. That would be R. It's gonna be Roy. Okay, hold on. What could end in H? OH? Oh. Maybe row. Okay. Raw. What about? Oh, this is tough, chat. Guys, what about? Bah. No, hold on. Yeah, this is a hard one. What about? Oh! Do. Rough. It's rough. It's just rough. Oh my god, I think I got it. That's what chat meant for the Pepe laugh. So it ends. Okay, chat. It can only be R something. What if it was RH at the end though? That would be a crazy word. Maybe. It's. What about something weird like dimmer. Dinner. It's not like that. What about if it ends in R, I, RH, Rye. So it would be. Nah, I don't think it's possible. Yeah, GG. What if it was? Dude, I don't know. I think I give up. Limmy. Oh! No, I don't know. What ends in it? Fucking H. It's Vroom. What was it? Deer. Der. I don't know, man. Dern. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! I know! Guys, it's like some it's a word that's exotic. It's like it's a guys. I think it has a D in it. What if I was okay? Chat. Crazy thing. Watch this. This is the one. I'm 5 head. I'm gonna put random letters, make a word with it, so we can see what the letters are in the word. We'll do dim.
XQCL.
Oh, mint. Min. Well, I don't even know. I'm done with it. What if it was? What if it was just middle? I don't even know. What if it was will? It's Willy. Oh, I knew there was a Y. I knew it. Okay, I got it. Then it's gonna be. Oh wait, what the fuck? I can do it. I can do this. It's. What was it? Deer. What if it was?
XQCL.
Dude, what if it was? Derm. I give up. Chat, I'm not gonna cheat it. Just type vote yeah, vote nay. Do I give up or not? Type vote yay or vote nay. 3. Just do the emotes on all cheating. Okay, I see a lot of red. That doesn't help though. What if it was? Burn. Oh my god, I was close. Burke. Oh! Derb. Yeah, I got. What is it? Okay. That's not even a real word though. Guys, I was gonna get it. Guys, what even is that? Yo, people will literally cancel the subscription to this service. Like, chat, I think people are gonna stop.
We need to see you hit the 10 in a row for the first
People are
time.
gonna fucking unsubscribe from this service. You didn't get this. I know you didn't. It's the gift the 3 kings gave Jesus. In what book? Which book? What? I never heard about that one. Peer. Data. Oh yeah, the Bible, of course. Intelligence. Data. Information. Duck.
What can I help you?
Oh! Oh my, I got it. Watch this. Birth, labor. Yo, 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 what the fudge? Oh! Bang! I mean... It's government branches. Commerce, education, energy, intelligence. Bang!
XQCL.
Guys, I had it, no? The last game. Things don't rush. I mean, I can't think. I mean, I like to do it fast. Jesus Christ. It's Lil Nas X, but it's I just want somebody to love me, Lil. I got it. That's what I want. Oh, it's Montero. I mean, I had it anyway. Doesn't count. I mean, I guess I had it, right? No? Whatever, next. But I don't, yeah, I mean, I better read the chat, it doesn't matter. Yeah, duality. It's watch, I mean, I already said I cheated. I said, like, I didn't have the name of it. Oh, chat, you guys know what this is? It's YB. I feel like. It's what? Make no sense. Wait, really?
It make no sense. I can hit it, I can whip it, I can bag it, I can stash it, I can trap out like a motherfucker. And you know me, bitch, I just bought another 30.
No, I was even a cheat, but it's not cheating, that's not giving up.
It don't make sense, I'm not alright, bitch, I'll put you under.
Guys, I'm a true YB fan. I actually like his songs that are less popular than his big ones. His big ones, I know they're gonna do good. I support the artist when people don't like his music. Wait, chat. Did they just update this game? We did Bruce Willis the other day and it was 200,000. Guys, they just updated the game. Yeah, no, this game's not updated. This is bugged. This is bugged. It's bugged. Oh, on Spotify. Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't care anymore, man. You guys, I'm so bad. I don't know what to say.
What do you mean?
Yo, I give up. Dude, you keep giving me this shit. You keep giving me these weird fucking PDFs. Bro, I'm not clicking your fucking PDF, man. Chat, guys, I feel there's so many files. Like, there... Guys, there's even some people in there that have anything that are unrelated that are gonna be in there, and it's gonna make them look bad, no? Refresh the tab. They're not TOS. Yo, chat. Some of these, some of these are crazy. Very interesting. Brother, I mean, this is crazy though. Chat, who is that? Is that the guy from Rush Hour? Spacey, huh? Jesus. I mean, how many actors are in the photos? Is there a lot of them? Like, I feel like sometimes, like, you know, like, it's gonna... Bro, this is fucking awful. Yo, how much they have, man? Yo, did they just keep everything on lockdown? Like, they have everything on the fucking main PC? Like, how is there so much? That is terrible. I think it's fake though, no? It looks like one of those stickers you put on a... Yo? That was drip. Right. What is this one? 1,000 empty photos releasing.
Yo, love you, X.
Hey, yo. Who is that? Is Billy? Alright. Very interesting. I mean, dude. Yo, these busters are everywhere.
Upscale, no? Surely due to Diddy proxy war he gets a slight buff.
Because I don't really get it. Like how come some of these people are like everywhere, right? And they just hang around. They're still in the public eye, like at the top, like we're just walking like everyday business.
Look, Tom.
Yeah, I know this guy. Who's that? What are these guys? What is that AI? The fuck was that? It looks like it's made out of wax. Yo, what the fuck's going on here anyway? Guys, I don't know who this is. I know who this is. This guy's got rot in his teeth or some shit. This guy's got like some form of like fucking black mold in his teeth or whatnot. I don't know what that is. That's just scary. Guys, who is that? Who is that? John Bald. Yo, so you're gonna tell me that this many people walking around, and there's people out, that's people nearby, and even that are underage, and they keep like, and nobody's raising eyebrows? ever. Well, I'm just saying. I'm saying, brother, you go at a party with all adults. You see if you see somebody who looks like an actual teenager, you go, "What the fuck's going on here?" Like they not ask for like this is just weird. Like it has no place there. They know it. Like everybody knows better. At that point, you're guilty by association, being exposed, not like to an island too. Like what? To me, that seems kind of crazy.
Million until I turn 20.
Oh, my, excuse me.
That's
Sorry,
and that's a blessing. And that's a blessing.
Chat, here's my actual take. Here's my actual take. I think. I'm believing.
Been had millions. I didn't make my first million until I turned 20.
That's AI.
That's a blessing. And that's a blessing.
Chat, here's my actual take. Here's my actual take. I think I'm bleeding. Okay. Guys, I'm putting some links, and some of those are like, I don't even know what this is. Yo, chat, is this the guy who got ratioed by a 63x? Chat, is this the record holder of ratio? Chat, I bet this guy got 63x. That's insanely diabolical. 63x. Guys, I don't think we're ever going to see that again. He's second place, unfortunately. But the other one doesn't count, though. It's a new service, though. It doesn't count, guys. It has to be by a personal account for it to really hit really hard. Like, come on, man. Yeah, does that mean that they have to put out like a statement, or not? Like I feel like, guys, if you're Billy Clinton, don't you have to put out a statement? Like, isn't that kind of crazy? I didn't even movie now. Chat, is this not to us, right? Yo, wait. This Diablo, he pulled the trigger. Yo, bro didn't pull the slide, man. It didn't jam. It wasn't loaded. He didn't have a round in. On safety, let me check what kind of gun it is. I mean, I'm not a gun expert, but I don't know if this gun even has a safety. What gun is that? I don't think it even has a safety. No, it clicked. It didn't jam. It was, guys, it wasn't chambered. Like, Hiroshi knew. Show me. I don't. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, you got fucking folded. Hold on. Wait, dude. He can't slide the fucking thing properly. Is this guy stupid? Yo, thank fuck this guy's brain dead. I'm looking at... Bro. I could be wrong. Hold on. I'm gonna take a wild guess. Full mag, no round chambered. Pull the trigger. Doesn't go. Guy's brain dead. Doesn't handle a lot of firearms. Goes, what the fuck? Tries to pull the slide to chamber around it. No? It's AI, really? Oh my god, I'm reporting this if it's AI. I will report this. I don't think it's AI either. I saw the knee. He was gonna fold it. I mean, I saw it. Look at this guy. Look at that. Bang! Brother, his hat flew off. Like the good old days. Brother, his hat flew off like a fucking Charlie Chaplin movie.
Any comments on the allegation of your connection with Jeffrey Epstein?
Because I don't get it. How can these guys be so high up and just avoid a topic so diabolical for that much time? Really money. Yeah, I mean that would be pretty crazy. Involved in the apparently. This is these names in there. Yeah, it wasn't very good. I've been a little bit disappointed with the JCS's, I'm not gonna lie. Weak sauce, low key. I don't understand that. I thought that was like anti-drone stuff, no? Yeah, I saw someone on Twitter. I saw someone on Twitter. Or like they had some nets, no? Oh, drones are controlled like that. What do you mean by that?
How difficult is it to stitch together Pikes Peak for the?
What the fuck am I watching? What am I watching? Some racing channel.
¿Sabías que hubo un auto en Le Mans que no corría? Volaba. Se llamaba Mercedes-Benz CLR. Año 1999. Mercedes regresa a las 24 horas de Le Mans con un objetivo claro. ganar a toda costa.
Mercedes
Diseñaron
Le Mans,
un prototipo
don't do
extremo,
that.
largo, bajísimo y con una aerodinámica agresiva.
They forgot
Sobre el
one
papel
key
era
component
perfecto,
of physics.
pero había un problema. A altas velocidades, especialmente al ir detrás de otro auto,
They
el
forgot
aire se
lift.
acumulaba debajo del auto. Durante los entrenamientos, el piloto Mark Webber voló por los aires. El auto se levantó por completo, dio una vuelta en el aire y cayó violentamente. Mercedes revisó todo, hizo ajustes y dijo, está listo para volver. Al día siguiente, Webber volvió a volar. El mismo problema. Y aún así, Mercedes decidió correr con el CLR. Durante la carrera, en plena recta, el piloto Peter Dumbrek, a más de 300 kilómetros por hora, despegó como un avión. Se elevó por encima de las barreras.
Jack, could they not have a wire at the back of the fucking spoiler? A wire, and they pull the wire like a DRS or whatever, so it doesn't do that shit.
Y terminó estrellándose en el bosque. Mercedes se retiró inmediatamente. Y no solo de la carrera, se retiró del automovilismo de resistencia por más de 10 años. El CLR no era un auto, era un misil con alas. ¿Sabías que?
What are you saying? Question mark. That could work, no? You pull a wire.
About 2,000 acres outside of Maysville, including this land. The grocer's property is just over that ridge, about 250 acres, but as you can see, there is plenty out here from which to choose.
But before the company can choose Mason County for its project, it needs landowners to sell the land. The market value for farmland here is about $7,500 an acre, which would make the grocer's land worth about $2 million. The company's first offer was twice that, $4 million. Then the offer doubled again, more than $8 million. Finally, the company asked Dr. Grosser to name his price.
So why don't you say 30, 50? That money can't buy happiness.
Yep.
It can buy a lot, though. Well,
Yo,
it can't buy
this reporter, is it? Yo, what is this reporter? Guys, is this even a real story?
It can buy a lot, though. Well, that money can't buy happiness. It can buy a lot, though. Well, it can't buy that. The data center developer is looking for about 2,000 acres outside of Maysville, including this land. The grocer's property.
Very interesting video.
It's owned by quarter after. The sheriff's going to evict. Once that's done, utilities will cut their lines.
Dude, chat. This is why I watch Pluribus. So I gave Pluribus a try. It's for shit like this. What a well concocted plot line.
Anything inside the place gets loaded up and sent to storage. Debris goes in the side dumpster. Concrete staying. Disposal companies coming forward. We good so far?
I think I might be seeing a hitch here.
Wait, who are you?
I'm Saul Goodman, attorney at law. Glad to meet you. A better question might be, where are we?
What's that supposed to mean?
Chat wouldn't get it.
It's coming up on the hour.
Guys,
so word to the wise. If you let everyone go right now, you might save half a day's salary in fringes.
What the hell are you talking about?
Deputies! Great. Perfect timing.
What's going on? He's a lawyer, says there's a hitch.
I'm Everett Acker's attorney. I'm just dotting the I's in due diligence.
Oh, I'm sorry. Eviction order signed by a judge.
I'm sure it is. Can I have a peek at that?
It's not a boring show. You're boring.
It's all correct, sir. Sir, since you represent Mr. Acker, can you make sure he cooperates with the eviction?
Can you make out the address on that?
1130 Arroyo Vista. Your problem?
Well, I mean, is that where you are?
There were house numbers on that mailbox, plain as day. 1130.
I don't see any. You a deputy?
No, don't.
Well, somebody messed with them. This is 1130 Arroyo Vista.
This is 1240 Arroyo Vista. It's always been 1240 Arroyo Vista.
1240?
1240.
My client says it's 1240.
I got a plat map says we can straighten this out right now.
Well, all due respect to whoever drew it. Mr. Acker's been living here for 30 years. I think he knows his own.
Chat, I gotta say, I'm gonna say it.
Sure, you got something with
when
the
he
address
fucked
on
over
it?
Kim, it broke my heart a little bit. What a fucker. I agree with Jimmy on most things, but that's where he lost me. Guys, it made Chuck right. It's unfortunate, but Chuck was wrong about everything, technically, but that would solidify his stance.
Anybody can print out something like that. You got an order signed by a judge.
You know, we could get a surveyor up here this afternoon. He'll clear everything up.
That'll lose us a full day.
Officer, before you go
Chuck was
forcing
still
an
wrong.
elderly veteran from his home, take everything he's got, demolish a half-century of hard work, wouldn't you like to know you got the right place?
Come on, all we're talking about are some missing house numbers.
I'm not ranting. I'm not ranting.
Make a call.
Guys, you didn't understand the plot if you don't agree with me. The reality is that Chuck could have been right about everything. He was wrong about the one thing that really mattered. You don't treat family like that. If you don't like somebody, you can just dismiss them and tell them you don't fuck with them anymore, right? But you don't go on their back and fuck their life up like that and you bait them. Like, that's not what family does, yo. That's just weird. If you want to say, yo, I move on from my family, that's all good. You're allowed to do that. But fucking them over like that is just odd. He was wrong. It doesn't matter if he's right about everything else. It's irrelevant. But when the main character, when Jimmy ended up being wrong with Kim, it kind of made him more valid in all the things he was writing, you know what I mean? He's a fuckhead, he's a fucker. Fuck him!
These files. I really think that there needs to be a conversation about the fact that they said they didn't have these files. They're really, because remember whenever they said they didn't have them,
Well, it's that for like 100,000 times.
Why? Yeah, like what the fuck? If this was here, then how did you not know that? They don't exist? Exactly. Like this is, and to me, like obviously it's good that the files were revealed, but think about it like this. So,
well,
I don't ever think about stopping and getting mad at the cookies. I think about the cookie factory that makes the cookies.
Right.
And yes, obviously it's good that some of this information is now out and it's made public, but the problem is that the person that, you know, basically hid this information from the public is still in a position of power. They're still, like, I mean, you don't know what you don't know. So there's no way for us to be certain about what,
how can you trust anything? But because I understand how the law works. I'm not an expert, but I know things are redacted. How can you trust anything when you have 4 redacted pages?
What's still being reserved, what's being withheld,
they can hide
what's
in
not
there.
being shown. Like, and so this is the problem that I have, is that the trust is broken and people don't know, like, why is it that you said you didn't have anything and there were no files, but now there's a law and there's a bunch of files. There's 300,000 pages of files.
Right. They had them, they were released them, they never existed, and oop, they're right there. Yeah, but the longer you stall, the more guilty you guys like when the fucking. Well, I don't want to make a weird tangent on my. It's like if you show something the day after, when you have it right. It's like if I have my phone over here, like, guys, I have an iPhone, it's right in front of me. And it's like, okay, then show it then. I'll show it. And then I go offline, and then I go tomorrow, and I go, I'll do it tomorrow, and then I show you guys my phone the next day. Okay, well, I mean.
This evidence does not comply with Thomas Massey and my Epstein Transparency Act. They released one document from a New York grand jury of 119 pages, totally blacked out. This despite a federal judge ordering them to release that document. And our law requires them to explain redactions. There's not a single explanation for why that entire document was redacted. We have not seen the draft indictment that implicates other rich and powerful men who were on Epstein's rape island, who either watched the abuse of young girls or participated in the abuse of young girls and the sex trafficking. The reality is Pam Bondi has obfuscated for months. She first said there were no more documents to be seen. Now she's admitting and releasing hundreds of thousands of documents.
Yo, I'm gonna go on and say this. If they just showed like that, 300,000 files. Let's keep it a bucket. There's arguably another probably million plus files that are relevant to this. Come on, bro. Yeah, I don't buy it. You think that on the fly, just like that, on a what was that, like a month's notice, they conjure 300,000? Bro, there's probably even millions.
But it is an incomplete release with too many redactions. Thomas Massey and I are exploring all options. It can be the impeachment of people at justice, inherent contempt, or referring for prosecution those who are obstructing justice. We will work with the survivors to demand the full release of these files, to demand justice for the Epstein class and accountability.
Okay, guys. Okay, hold on. Guys, this seems like kind of a scam. So you're telling me that there's victims in there that never went forward, never whatever, that we don't even exist, whatever, right? And they're all blacked out, all like that. So the only way for them to unblack out is for them to go out in public and just go, guys, and just fucking reveal themselves to the fucking, and just all that seems maybe counterintuitive. I don't know. Is there not a world where they could just send, and say, yo, just redact my fucking name, or like laugh or something like that? You know what I mean? Oh, one was abandoned chat. Thousands ago. Hey, Barnum just didn't release public materials related to additional responsive materials will be produced as our review continues. Consistent with the law and rate discomposed. The action of the are consistent with the law that was enacted. Ro kind of follows me? Where? Which guy? Who's Ro? Him?
The Justice Department's document dump this afternoon does not comply with Thomas Massey and my Epstein Transparency Act.
The fuck?
They released one document from a New...
Yo, this guy watches my shit! Yo! No shut. Yo, let's get this guy on the stream right now. Yo, I'm gonna send you that DM. Yeah, get on the show, man. Yo, get on the show and start talking some smack about this on God. Yo. Oh, did he talk to him before? Okay, then next. What else? What is that? It says, according to testimony from Jane Doe, Epstein offered a 14-year-old girl President Trump as in... yeah, we said this already. Saw this already. But I don't think this is the new document. I think this is a resurgence of old shit, but I could be wrong, though. That's what Andy Pog said, but he's kind of a Trump blazer, so... Oh, this is new agreement. Okay, my bad. Very interesting, yeah. So how can I debunk that? Guys, I see pictures of everybody, right? But what... Well, I don't want to be weird about this, but I thought there was some pictures of... I mean, there was a few out there of, like, Trump and Epstein in public. Is there any more of those? In the 300,000, is there the man himself?
In Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, one only today. And then runs, how about that?
Fully licensed officers from the Cleveland Metropolitan Housing Authority investigated reports that a tenant was throwing contents out their 7th floor apartment balcony.
Looks like the one with the bike.
Looks like it, but we can't prove it. I just want to sit here and at least
wait
to see if the party throws something else out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Upon arrival, they observed discarded food, broken glass, a cell phone, a metal chair, a ceiling fan, a portable barbecue grill, a television, a hatchet, a vinyl record player, and a Michael Jackson Bad vinyl record, among other items.
Salim, yeah. It's 7th, patio doors are all busted out. The one where the bike's at?
Yeah, I know, but still want to see if throw something else out.
You know, all the broken glass down here.
Yeah.
Would probably match up with the,
Right, but I still want to see the person.
I think Andy Pog is a banned terminology because the chat was spelling it like over and over again.
I agree with you,
It's
but
just
I
a
just
temporary
want to
timeout
see,
thing.
because we can't do it, have to witness it. But I'm still going to go up there and generate a real
Michael Diddy Pogenstein. Who is that?
Absolutely.
Who is that? Oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah, we still got to make entry and check out.
I'm not. We can do that. Come on.
No, I know.
I mean, I'm just saying, whenever you're ready, sir. My gloves on.
Relax.
No rush. I'm with you. I got gloves.
I had a caller call in, but I was so busy at the own apartment. He said it was 7:00 something.
Looks like it's going to be 7:03 or 7:04.
He said there should be troopers in the hallway on site.
Bro, I'm supposed to know I got baited. I got baited by chat.
By the time they get here.
We're gonna go up on our floor first.
Too early in the day,
I didn't realize as I read it that.
The officer opens the door immediately after knocking. Sufficient probable cause and justified entry is likely based on the debris evidence and reported calls.
I mean, that makes sense, yeah. Wait, is this Taz?
Police department.
30703, we're checking the unit.
Copy, check this out.
Where?
Police department.
The darkness, I'll check it out.
Oh my God, he got the tub filled over.
Guys, is that Taz in there? Guys, he is in the bath. Like, I mean, he's gotta be naked, right? yo. Guys, if there's a single frame, I'm done. And we've had this problem before, where... It's on YouTube. Yeah, but YouTube doesn't give a fuck though. Not like Twitch. We'll just skip it. We'll just skip it. I've been watching something fun today. Like something more... I'll watch it. GG! Hey, yo! It's flopping too because of the... It's moving around! That's crazy! That's crazy! Yo, this is it. Got my gun! He bite me! Got my gun! He got my gun! Yo, what is happening? I don't know what's going on. This is diabolical. This is a nightmare. Yo, brother, what the fuck am I watching? Ooh, I like this video. Give me your gun. Yo!
Pointing towards Sergeant Drew's head, causing him to duck down. Post-incident, it was revealed that the magazine fell out of Officer Ali's gun during the struggle, but had one bullet in the chamber. It is possible the suspect tried to continue firing, but simply couldn't. Before the struggle moves onto the bed, the suspect bites through the tip of Officer Ali's finger, releasing his hand. Officer Ali has now lost a part of his finger. While on the bed, Sergeant Drew fires a single bullet into the suspect's back, and the suspect immediately turns around and jumps at Sergeant Drew, bringing them to the ground.
Yo, we got this one. This one's too crazy. Guys, normally this is not like that bad. Like, this is awful.
When Officer Ali gains his balance, he finds Sergeant Drew has unholstered his weapon and is attempting to keep it out of reach of the suspect. Sergeant Drew hands the weapon over the suspect to Officer Ali, who shoots the suspect in the shoulder while they are on the ground.
Oh, yo!
Call it out. Oh, now you...
Yo, what the...
No.
Shots, brother, this is actually crazy.
Have EMS roll this way. You all right?
I'm dying.
Okay, but...
I got the gun.
I mean, we got some head for sure. Yo, it's too crazy. Way too crazy. Yo, look at my camera.
Yeah. See. Step out around me. You don't need to be in here if you're yeah. Oh, watch, my gun's right there.
I didn't think the camera tried to bug out for LaMelba.
He just came out the tub out of nowhere. He was slippery. Punching. You see me? I told him he got my gun. He grabbed for the gun. He failed. Drew shot. I grabbed his gun. And I shot.
Just make sure I'm not hit as well.
No.
All right. Go in there and talk to him. I got this. Grab that. I'm coming.
Don't what's face me, dude. Wait, did they show something? GG, dude. I don't know why I even risked it. This is fucking stupid.
Shot in the chest and shoulder. It says that he's talking though, so. Other males also shot. He's at full arrest, so the suspect's probably not doing so hot.
The risk is too damn high, chat. Too damn high.
Seventh floor.
Well, the video says it's this horror movie. I mean, they weren't wrong about this. Like, that was fucking diabolical. Yeah, we can go next. It's no problem, man. I don't think we're missing much here. Okay. Very interesting video. Maybe too diabolical for me. Look, this is a good video. Look, it says how much
How many
time.
more hours of cop slop before we get you throwing some seeds?
This video is about how long can a cup hold some coke. Guys, did you ever watch a video of how long can a steak hold worms?
Shut up, stop the daily cop slop and start MC runs.
Wait, no, this is Kappa. That's Kappa. Okay, orange juice could mold. I've had Coke sitting around for way more than a month. It's molding? Fuck that. It must have been a contaminant that was on top of the Coke, not the Coke itself. Open lid. But I have soups that are 2 weeks old next to me. Like, it has layers of compounded, like, Can I show you? That one, by the way, is disgusting, by the way. That one is really bad. Oh, nah. I'll actually touch that, hold on.
Kirk getting murdered, or the people who said that Irina Zarutska deserved to be stabbed on a train because white people deserve things like that. I mean, you're really reaching on this, Chris. This is probably the most polite, mean comment section that I've ever seen. Were these really the worst comments that you could find? But I see what you did there. You couldn't find Alyssa saying these things that you know your audience would find offensive, so you had to go into the comment section and use what other people said to make everybody think that Alyssa believes what the commenters are saying. For longtime fans of this channel, you might remember Noah Samson using this technique of, let's look at the worst comments I found, to get people to think that I hate Jews during the Illymation drama, which is just so ironic considering that just a few months later, he would start uploading non-stop Jew hatred content. And obviously I don't hate people for being born Jewish. But as for Chris, he's trying to convey that Alyssa doesn't like foreigners, and she's trying to make other people hate foreigners for money, which obviously is not the case. She obviously disagrees with these comments, considering that Alyssa, at multiple points in her video, tries to lower the temperature on the anti-foreigner sentiment. Here's an example from the video that Chris is reacting to, where she directly addresses these types of comments and says, hey, we don't know who's doing the vandalism.
When I did a short video the other day about the changes I've seen in Japan, the comment section was wild, and I did not expect that. Everyone had something to say about who done it. You know, a lot of finger pointing. It was this group, it was definitely them, it was whatever. We don't know who did the graffiti. It's not like I'm saying graffiti is a new thing. It's never existed in Japan before. What I'm saying is I see changes over the years, and there's places where there's more graffiti than I've ever seen before.
She's saying that we don't know who did the graffiti to try to stop the anti-foreigner comments. Now, honestly, to be fair, do I think this was an effective way of doing that? No. Sorry, Alyssa. She should have said it at the start of the video to prevent the more prejudiced people watching from making assumptions early on. In fairness to her, though, Alyssa doesn't do a lot of controversial content. In fact, she actually tries to avoid it, so she doesn't know to do the stuff that I'm recommending. She doesn't have a sense of how much where you place things in your videos matters when you're talking about negative subjects. But whether or not her action was effective, if you watch the whole video, which I hope Chris did, if you watch the whole video, you can see that Alyssa is trying to get rid of the anti-foreigner sentiment, so her motivation is clear. And it's even clearer if you watch multiple videos from her. Though wouldn't it be a shame if someone made a video with 1.8 million views on it that directly blames foreigners for vandalism, and thus spreads anti-foreigner sentiment?
Don't carve your fucking name into the bamboo trees of Kyoto's Arashiyama forest, as has happened with over 100 trees, often damaging them irreparably to the point that they have to be chopped down.
Why is it okay when you complain about vandalism, but not Alyssa? Though despite the fact that she obviously does not like all the anti-foreigner sentiment going on in Japan, Chris accuses her of promoting it anyway, which caused a lot of people to suggest that she's some sort of bigot.
Bro, what is with white people? They have to, wherever they go, they have to do Tyler Oliveira style videos, I think. Complaining about foreigners in Japan as a foreigner is the most insane thing I can think of. Brother, you're the foreigner. Like, what are you talking about?
Hassan is reacting to that moment where Chris says that Alyssa used B-roll footage of foreigners in Kabuki-cho and was suggesting that that footage of foreigners was malicious because it's put next to pictures of garbage bags, which has to be one of the most retarded points of evidence that he uses to say that Alyssa is anti-foreigner, because Kabukicho is a huge tourist spot. I mean, how the hell do you take B-roll in Kabukicho without catching tourists? That is genuinely difficult unless you're thinking, well, Chris Broad might react to my video and accuse me of being a bigot, so let me just make sure I don't catch a foreigner in this footage on accident when I talk about the problems of this area. Like I said, this guy is either an idiot or highly manipulative. Where are the critical thinking skills? Though, to be fair, Chris's main point here is that Kabukicho has gotten better. But he's still ignoring Alyssa's point of, hey, the government did some things during COVID, and now it's getting worse again. Which is an okay point to make, even if it's still better than it used to be, as it's going back downhill. Anyway, Chris continuously tries to relate her to hatred of foreigners at multiple points in his video.
And coupled with the fact there's rising anti-foreign sentiment in Japan, it makes me concerned and uncomfortable.
Right, that's what this is about. He's mad about the new Prime Minister of Japan. He's mad because she wants to put reforms on tourism and foreign entry into the country. Now, why would Chris be unhappy about that? Well, I just so happen to notice that Chris's entire business relies on foreign travel. His YouTube channel is essentially a channel that promotes Japanese tourism. His bar only has tourists in it. He runs an eSIM card business, which is a tourist business. For those of you who don't know, eSIMs are how you get internet on your phone in Japan. Last, Chris has been featured on the channel Tokyo Creative numerous times. Tokyo Creative is a tourism marketing agency, so I'm sure Chris is on that channel for a reason, and make no mistake, post-COVID lockdowns, tourism is a huge industry in Japan. Like, it's millions of people per year.
Since the last time I've been in Japan, this is my 3rd time now.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot more fucking white people out here.
Oh, for sure.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And I don't like it.
Whoa, I get to say that as a white guy living here. You don't get to say that.
I don't like it, okay?
I feel that. Okay, I feel that when you show up.
2024, I think, we talked about it last episode, it's the most amount of foreign
like
tourists ever.
Yeah, it's a
it wasn't even close.
And I don't think it's going to go down.
And it's all in Tokyo. Like, everyone goes to Tokyo. It's not like America where you'll get it mixed in. Like New York, you'll get Chicago, you'll get whatever. You know, it's all in Tokyo pretty much.
I mean, also Osaka and Kyoto, but yeah, why do you think Chris opened up a bar in Tokyo right next to the Shibuya crosswalk, which is one of the biggest tourist attractions in Japan? I was there on a random weekday in October and the place was full. I had to wait to get in, so I guess like good business move, it's working. But also understand that Chris has a financial interest in the tourism industry growing and making sure that Shibuya maintains a good reputation because tourists are worth a shitload of money. As for this Tokyo Creative Company, they do paid sponsorships that are targeted at tourists. Here's Chris and his fiance or whatever doing a paid sponsorship for East Japan Railways on that channel.
So today we're going to take you around to some of our favorite spots and show you why we love it so much. So today's video is sponsored by the East Japan Railway Company. They have just opened up the Japan Rail Cafe, and you can pop in there and get some information about your trip.
Some of you might have noticed that the tourist stand-in for that ad was also a YouTuber. Hidden secret maybe, but a lot of these foreigner in Japan YouTube channels are being paid by the government or private companies to garner interest in tourism. Here's a different video where it looks like Chris was again sponsored by JR Lines that got millions of views. For those of you who don't know, Japan Railways is like a conglomerate that is the train company that you use in Japan. This is a huge business. Like, he was probably paid a lot if this was a sponsor. And I'm fairly certain it was a sponsor, as personally I would never include a direct link like this to a huge business in the description of a video unless I was getting paid. A YouTuber would be stupid to devalue their brand with free advertising like that. Here's another 6 million view video that looks like it was sponsored by Japan Railways, except it looks like the link was removed or he forgot it.
Today, Ryota and I have been invited by JR East, the company that owns the bullet trains, to try ground class for the first time ourselves, with rare access to film inside the cabin. If you are a foreign tourist, you can take advantage of the JR East Rail Pass, where for 5 days, 19,000 yen, you can go anywhere you want in all of Tohoku region. It's a fantastic offer.
When you travel around Tohoku using JR East Pass, do not forget to take this Welcome Suica card. It's like a cash card.
For more information on how to grab the JR East Pass, you can find the details in the description box below.
Again, this almost certainly was a paid sponsor for Japan Railways. They also own the Welcome Suica card that was showed. I mean, it sucks that it was filmed right before the lockdown, so JR probably took a hit, but it is an evergreen video, so I'm sure they got their money back eventually. I would be shocked if Chris wasn't paid a considerable amount of money for this video. So let's talk shop for a second. If you're not brand safe, you don't get these types of sponsors. You guys have no idea of the insane amounts of money that I have lost just by covering controversial topics. From what I know about brand deals, I am easily losing into the 6 figures per year because of the topics that I cover. And these are small YouTuber sponsors, not a massive conglomerate like Japan Railways. This is huge money. You think creators make a lot of money on Google AdSense? The real money on social media is made with brand deals, especially if you can do niche audience content like Japanese tourism. However, if you want to make the big bucks, you have to be squeaky clean or brands will not sponsor you. Like, you can lose hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars by not being brand safe. So here's where I'm going to be less generous towards Chris. Personally, I don't think he merely forgot to talk about the teen runaways in the Kabuki-cho section, which was a significant part of Alyssa's video, and it was her big argument for why certain things are getting worse in Japan. I think he didn't talk about that topic on purpose, because talking about bad stuff happening to minors is very much not brand safe. And I imagine that it's extra not brand safe for a guy who's trying to be buddy-buddy with a bunch of tourism companies, especially considering that Kabuki-cho is a big tourist area, and some of the topics in Alyssa's video might deter tourism. So if Chris talks about this stuff, he could potentially lose hundreds of thousands of dollars from not getting future sponsorship offers. Or he can conveniently just keep his mouth shut on that part of Alyssa's video and go over points that are easier to win on. It doesn't matter if Chris had a sponsor on the video or not. If a brand sees you doing things that aren't brand safe, they just won't contact you for future deals. Or if you've been negotiating a contract, they might just ghost you, and they'll almost never tell you why. So understand that there are certain things that he will not talk about because it will cost him a shitload of money. And also understand that he's not exactly transparent about how him being in the tourism business affects his bias against Alyssa's video. And also, again, and furthermore, the lack of transparency in general is to the extent where if I'm right about these being sponsors, they might be an FTC violation in America. Because in America, you're supposed to make it obvious that you're being financially compensated to promote a product. Last, Chris is not very transparent about the fact that his business structure obviously heavily incentivizes him to only talk about how great Japan is.
And the claim that I show only the over-romanticized utopian version of Japan is simply ridiculous. Does this look romanticized? Is this a utopia? Does that look romanticized?
But wait, in the video he said he does talk about bad stuff. Look, he talked about a natural disaster. You've got to be kidding me, Chris. That is not the same thing as saying, hey, the government is lying to you about the homelessness problem, and their decision to close down schools during COVID led to a bunch of domestic abuse and runaways. But that's not my only issue with Chris's line of argumentation on this topic, because one of the videos that he cites where he's talking about the negative parts of Japan is basically an advertisement for a luxury strawberry company, a wake-up phone call business / fishing company, an advertisement for a chopstick company, and a small hotel.
So this is Ichigo World, literally strawberry world, and in this greenhouse alone there's over 12 tons of strawberries, and now I'm going to go and eat them all. These are the most premium strawberries that you can purchase here. They're literally called Migaki Ichigo, polished strawberries, and if you look at them, there we go, look at that. The absolute best strawberries money can buy. 5,000 yen for a box at $50, but each and every one of these strawberries has been cultivated to absolute perfection.
Does this not look like an ad? These strawberries are so perfect, here's how much they cost, this is the company. Make sure the box is in frame with the company logo so people can see it. These are all notes that a brand would give you if they're sponsoring you. And luxury strawberries are a big tourist item. There's also this link in the description, and it appears to be a small hotel or an inn that he advertises at the end. This is a place that he has visited before, and the owner thanks him for promoting her business.
Chris が来てくれてからYouTube に上げてからそう外国のお客さんがいっぱい来てくれるようになって。
Now, I don't know Japanese law, however, like I said, in America, if you're being paid to promote someone's business or receiving compensation, it is illegal to not disclose that, but it may not be illegal in Japan. I know the Japanese government will pay YouTubers to make videos advertising certain spots or certain businesses that tourists can go to. He might have received money for that on this video, and he might not legally have to disclose that. However, assuming that I'm wrong about all this and he received no sponsorship money or government money for this video, he still vastly misrepresented what it was. He says, I talk about the negative issues that Japan is having. I'm not always positive. But when you watch the video, the content is completely positive and he's basically advertising businesses the whole time. Not to say that these aren't good businesses, I probably would buy these strawberries, and the owner of that inn had a really tragic yet compelling story. Her loss was very sad. However, that's not what he said the video was, because the implication when he says utopian and sits that next to what he's accusing Alyssa of is that he's talking about the real controversial issues that Japan is having, and he's not afraid to speak up about things even if that might make him or Japan look bad. But that's not what he's doing here. He's talking about how great everything is or how good of a job people are doing. He's literally romanticizing. Listen to the intro.
I've come to take a look at the past, present and future of the region, to hear the incredible stories of the people whose destinies were forever shaped by the tsunami. From a destroyed farm that went on to cultivate Japan's most expensive and luxurious strawberries, to an inventor who redesigned one of the world's most wasteful products. We'll meet the fishermen who lost everything but went on to redefine their industry, and hear the inspiring story of Ichio Kano, the owner of an inn who lost her home and her family, but refused to close her business. These are the extraordinary stories of what happened after the tsunami.
Does that clip not fit the definition of romanticizing? Now, he shows a second video that I was able to find. I think he only showed 2. It's hard to tell because he didn't do the best job of citing the exact videos of where the footage he used came from. The second one didn't have all the product placement, but it's not really a risky topic. No sponsor is going to drop you over a video about Fukushima, and no one's going to say, wow, this guy's a real asshole for sharing those people's heartwarming stories. Also, I have yet to hear Chris talk about any problem that Japan is facing that would deter tourists. So again, even if none of this is sponsored content or paid for by a local tourism group, at the very least, these evergreen videos are still funneling people into his tourism business. He's not taking risky positions or brave stances or really doing anything that would harm Japan's reputation. So I think he was completely misrepresenting himself there. I mean, this video here was the most advertiser-friendly pro-Japan shit that I've ever seen. And mix that with the endorsement from the Japanese lady who said how effective Chris's video was at bringing in new business. It's like an advertisement to advertisers. It's not dystopian to talk about how heroic Japanese people are. This type of content is exactly what would make people believe that Japan is a utopian society. But you know, I saw this live stream clip where Chris is talking to his YouTuber friend Connor, and there was something he said that caught my interest.
I'm sure people will react and dredge things up and there'll be lots of horrible shit coming my way, but that's the price I pay for doing it, and I accept that.
What exactly are you afraid of people digging up? Is this it? Is it the fact that a lot of your videos are not done out of journalistic integrity but are just paid advertisements? I mean, genuinely, is this an FTC violation? He's clearly advertising tourism products and says in the video that you can only get a JR pass if you're a tourist. And the Welcome Suica debit card is specifically for tourists because it's only valid for a month. You primarily use these cards to ride the train without having to buy a ticket. But Japanese people or foreign residents get the green Suica card or use the phone app. They don't use the red card, that's for tourists. Also, make sure that you show your friend buying food with his card so that tourists know that it's not just for the train. And further note that this is probably not his personal card because it's a red tourist card. It was probably loaded with money and given to him by Japan Railways for the ad. This guy is a resident, so if he was spending his own money, then why wouldn't he just use a green Suica card? This moment looks like compensation for doing an ad. Why would you spend your own money to film an advertisement for someone else's product? I'm saying this because the implication is that Chris and his friend paid for everything themselves.
This is it. This is the pinnacle of railway travel. It doesn't come cheap though. It is about $750 to ride in this seat from Tokyo to Hakodate in Hokkaido. As amazing as Grand Class was, I'm not sure I could justify spending my pocket money on it again anytime soon.
This makes no sense. Why would you burn $700 on a ticket plus the $100 or so ticket for the other Shinkansen ride that was shown in the video? Because this is an ad, so you have to start by showing how great the economy option is for the people who can't afford first class.
I'm still in awe of the amount of seat pitch you get on the standard seats. These seats here are, 98 centimetres of pitch. I can barely reach the seat in front of me if I outstretch my arm, and I've got a normal human-sized arm.
So it's those tickets plus the $100 to $200 economy train ride home. Why would you burn all this money and possibly pay for your friend's ticket for being in the video when you could easily just have Japan Railways pay for this stuff? That would be financially stupid considering they already pay creators for advertisements. A year later, Chris took a sponsorship from them, and this isn't like a critical product review that the company wouldn't like, so of course they would pay for a video like this. All Chris does the whole time is glaze Japan Railways. I think the only negative thing he said was that it was too expensive for first class, but he's also like, even though it's too expensive, you could buy the ticket for a special occasion.
Would you ride this
ground class again though, Ryotaro? Would you ever do it?
Oh yeah, I would. Lovely.
Of course you would. What situation would you consider using ground class yourself?
My second honeymoon?
Your second honeymoon?
No way this is not a paid sponsorship. Now, Chris isn't in America, but you know, the video is in English, so part of the target audience for this ad clearly is Americans. I don't know if the FTC would have any legal jurisdiction over this, but they do have this nice set of social media guidelines that can be found here. Even if he isn't legally at fault here, if this was a paid ad by Japan Railways, I certainly think he is morally at fault. The guidelines say that you have to make it obvious that you're being compensated, but if I look at this as an average viewer, I would not be able to tell that this is an ad. I only recognize this as a paid sponsorship because I'm a YouTuber, I've done brand deals before, and I know how sponsorships work. So Chris, if you're being financially compensated for this video in any way, like being given free tickets or a discount or free food or being paid a flat rate, and not disclosing that to your audience, then you're a real piece of shit. Like, that is super deceptive if that's true. Certainly if I wasn't being financially compensated for something that looks this much like a paid sponsor, I would make it very clear to my audience that I wasn't getting money. But this is like sort of an open secret amongst Japan YouTubers. A lot of these foreigner and Japan channels are being paid to advertise tourist attractions, and they aren't all super open about videos being sponsored.
Okay, full disclosure, this is Editor Sean doing this at the last minute. Normally I would weave this in smoothly so you wouldn't know it's last minute, but I'm tired, it's been over 2 weeks, and I just want to get this video out. So if there are any continuity errors past this point because I don't want to re-edit everything, that's why. Some of this video I had to record while I was sick, so I'm sure you heard that because I didn't have time to re-record the audio. Anyway, this whole Tokyo creative thing is a huge rabbit hole, and a lot of creators that you might recognize are openly a part of it, which is fine.
Okay, cool. Nein, alle Schwarzen haben...
Yeah, it doesn't count. What? Kinda counts. Oh, that kinda counts as well. Okay. That counts like kind of. I had to go upstairs. Okay. Okay. I give us a video. And he gets an injury.
I swear on all of my dead dogs that I truly believe that Jake Future would beat you in a game of horse in basketball.
Guys, I had to run upstairs and downstairs. 2-story house, man. Alright, we'll watch something small. It's like a 2-minute video. I don't vapor smoke, I'm out of shape. Fuck, I wanna do some runs today. Okay, what is that? I need some water too. Is it a BBC animal video?
While our brains get swamped with information about patterns and color,
okay, whatever, let me do
Hannah's eyes,
in 1 minute.
fast movement trumps everything. As she stalks the flies, her eyes send signals to the brain's visual cortex, which analyzes what's changed between one picture and the next up to 70 times every second. Faster than the human brain. And a far bigger proportion of the neurons in Callie's brain are dedicated purely to the detection of movement. She almost can't help but pounce. Kat's wild ancestors relied on low light vision and the ability to detect movement to stalk prey.
Nobody hates cats. You're a bad person.
But these evolutionary adaptations have a downside. Cats can't focus on anything closer than around 30 centimeters in front of them. But where their eyes fail them, cats have another perfectly adapted sense to go in for the kill. The team has set up an experiment to reveal just how our cat's secret weapon works.
So the camera can do in full HD resolution up to 2700 frames per second.
I would thought 20-30 times will get it.
Well, we'll set the camera to 1000.
John Bradshaw is hoping these ultra-high-speed cameras will capture this extraordinary sensory organ in action.
It really is very, very quick. I've
Go
seen still
upstairs
photographs of
again
it
and you'll
happening,
get banned
but
for
there's nothing like
self-harm on
actually
stream.
seeing the whole
Yeah,
motion.
true. Well, some cats are ugly though. Like the bald ones are ugly as shit.
But it is very, very, very quick.
John's trying to observe the cat's whiskers as they move
Oh,
forward into the attack position.
Let's just take a twig.
Like who wants a bald cat though?
And can we have a look at what we've just taken? Okay, so here we go. The cat realises the mouse is within his grasp, but he wants to know exactly where it is in relation to his mouth.
Once they push forward.
Its eyes give up because they can't focus very close. That's where the whiskers take over. So what we can see here is the whiskers suddenly being swept forward. And now the claws are coming into action. So what we've got here, look, the whiskers are pointing almost directly in front of the cat's nose. In fact, he's catching
I know this dumbass kid.
He sweeps around trying to catch the mouse.
He wasn't disabled, but he kind of was.
Whisker are really tugging
and he hit
hard
these cats.
to swing those
And he took a pair of scissors and he.
The mouse doesn't have a chance.
Dude, then we kind of like stopped hanging out with him, right? Like later on, and then they were kind of weird, dude. And later on, I saw him like 15 years later, 10 years later, I don't remember. He's at the bus stop, and he's headphones on, like head down, and he's smoking cigarettes. I'm like, what the fuck?
Far thicker and longer than normal hairs, whiskers also sit 3 times deeper in the skin, where they attach to nerve endings, telling the cat how far each one is being bent back and how quickly. Their whiskers are the same width as their body, allowing cats to navigate the narrowest spaces.
Oh, they know exactly when they can do it. I've got these stories. These are real stories, man.
Cats also have whiskers above their eyes and on their ankles, sending them a constant stream of information as they sense the world around them.
Anyway. Is this the best warlord of all time? Let me see. Yep, that's him. See, guys, this is because guys, the board is brand new. So see what it's doing with see what it's doing in slow motion? See, the board is gripping on the rubber because the sand paper is really fucking, it's very sharp. Oh, the carpet as well, but mostly I can feel it on my shoes. And that's just me being the fucking juice lord. Look at that. Dude, look at that. Dude, roll. You have to look at it in slow motion to understand what's going on here. Like, do you understand how advanced that is? The problem is that I'm twisting my shoulders. So you shouldn't be doing that. And now, oh no, yo, I told you the grip tape was brand new. Yo, it When are you gonna come on the show? Hey, stop. Pull up. Anytime, Loki. I mean, chat. Guys. What do I even ask him? Like, is this like a reputable normal guy, or is he like chill? This guy. Oh, he's the Congress guy? What does that mean? Member of the U.S. House of Representatives.
72 months XQC nom yummy yummy and tummy.
Crazy. You know, start guy stream. Yes, he has a poll. Oh, I want to tomorrow. Because there's some new stuff coming out. Elijah's like you. Shut up, guys. I think there's some runs. Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna rob the runs. Also, I thought I was getting some leaks on stream by accident, but I mean, it's just I mean, really? What? I thought this was a joke. Are you fucking kidding me? There's not one actual pig on this? I'll then pull up tomorrow if you have time. Yo, pull up tomorrow if you have time. You can yap about the files if you'd like. I'd like to ask some questions. What? Oh shit! I forgot. He's a Congress guy. It's fine, right? I mean, if I talk like that, he's not gonna get mad, right? I mean, what? I mean, he's a normal human like everybody else. Yeah, I saw it already. I think this is not. This is. Oh, anyway. What's that? Last lane of the day. Yo. Alright, diabolical. Whoever linked this is fake news. I'm not gonna ask if it's real or not. I don't really want to know the answer. I could run some practice runs first, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna do like 2 practice ranks, and then we can do some real runs. If I have any problems, we could do back to doing actual hardcore practice again. I'm okay with that too.
Will be you watching the dog shit Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight today?
Probably not. I mean, how do you watch it anyway? Chat, guys, we need some music. Nah, yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I need to practice.
So fucking close yesterday with the runs.
I didn't. It wasn't RSG. What? Well, yeah, did you pop? What's up?
Get the donor rank, and then you can do your private rooms shit.
Oh, okay.
Or I can buy it for you if you want.
No, I'll buy. I got you. $3?
It's $3. I'll just do it. I just put in your username. That's it.
All right. Yeah, this has got a bunch of VIP tokens and shit. He has got a bunch of achievements, but I mean, he's gold, so I'm not scared of this guy.
Yeah, GG, you're cooked.
Oh my God, it starts. I see, man. Thanks enough. See ya.
Yes, yep.
I need more I'm sure. No, I don't. Fuck. It's okay. Oh my god, this is so slow. What am I doing? I should have taken the TNT, but it's no problem. Probably won't matter. I shouldn't think that, I shouldn't think that things won't matter though anymore. Like, I think it's really dumb to do that. Any lava though? I see lava. I'll have to pick water right there. This can still be a good one though. Dude. No shovel? No matter. No food. I could just say some pigs in there, it's no problem. Timer, 2 minutes. Just go bomb. Torches of dome. Yep. It's gonna be what? It's gonna be to my south. We're gonna be going southeast pretty much. Where am I going? This is very bad terrain. Not bad terrain, it's just bad in navigating right now. Need to get some pigs too though. Where is it? Dude, I think I'm lost. Wow, same side. Dude, did I actually troll that? Somebody trolled that, right? Oh man, I might have just trolled it. I trolled really hard, GG's. I don't get navigation though. It said it was right there. Unless it's built in. I mean, no, if it was built in, I would have seen something. I see it. Treasure, right? Are you? I think I would have used it. I didn't pick it up because I'm a stupid dumbass. I'm just gonna DK this. You know, I'm gonna do at least 2 more. DK, 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 DK. They're gonna pull up here or not? Oh my! Wow! No scope! That's all good. I forgot what the thing was at. It's the same distance, right? It's the same place pretty much. Got it. Good enough for me. I should have prolonged really like badly, but same direction, right? I think. That was really close. I have to go on foot. I would have really liked a pearl here, but diabolical. Where? I see it. I just thought it was this crafting bullshit. I need to kill inventory. It's disgusting. Boy, how many beds do I have? 6 is good enough. 5. I mean, it could be angled, right? Yeah, it's just annoying, let's be honest. Minus 2. Bruh. Minus 10.
Noon.
Yeah, super pro. Oh. 160, 198. Oh, I'm pretty sure this goes down. Fuck. That was really dumb. That was really dumb. Wait, 160, 198. Oh my god! Wait, no, that doesn't work. It does. Are you? I don't get it. I don't get it. Wait, is that how the game works? Oh shit. Yeah. I mean, I can still beat him. And I just go to the portal, but I don't think that's fantastic. Nah, I think it's just bad right to finish it. Let's be honest. Nah, I mean, I can still win the game. Like it's. Yeah, I'm sure for it. I don't want to bother with it. These songs are cooking my shit, by the way. These songs are they're killing me. I have no pace. I have nothing. This fucking dog shit. The Weekend Curse comes back in and fucks me up again. I ain't playing the BT only anyway. I think I was doing fine. I think let me make a create room. Guys, I need to buy the supporter packet. Oh wait. Overworld BT. If I had that work though. Oh, BT only. Oh, fuck off! I need to be a pay to win, Andy. Wait, I am? Who bought it? Yo, load the game, fucking buster. I mean,
This is more than mixtapes. It's a
Everything that lives is designed and
Bet you won't welcome me to the jungle again for 41st time. Classic X. I love you chat and Merry Christmas XQCL.
Wait, does that not count? Wait, did that not count? I don't get it. I think no, I saw something. And that's diabolical, man. L. There's nothing so long, I it.
I have 49, can I get a welcome to the jungle?
I need to focus on not taking damage. I think I want to do this one. Just focus on doing like small like micro corrections that make me not take damage. Also, Fortress it's directly west.
The record. Face reality. You are washed. You will never beat it.
I mean,
your reaction time is shorter than your attention span. Sincerely, all Gatos in chat.
That's good. That's actually a good thing. Yeah.
X